Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind.
No sé qué es más bello, oro del, 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 No sé qué es más bello, color del
He's prepared to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind.
cuando estoy no sé qué es más bello, color del
embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. Prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. lust for revenge pushed him to and beyond the limit where normal men would fall.
No sé qué más ello. Solo del cuando estoy. No sé qué más ello. Solo del cuando estoy cielo. Vuelve tu cabello.
So that's where he's got the mask.
Nous avions dit, nous nos jeux, nous
And what's going on, everyone? My name is Tom. Please Circuit Podcast. We're back. We'll do the intros. As you know, my good friend Joe here.
Hey!
We have the wonderful Aaron.
Hold on. Rushing me.
You know how it usually goes with these things. We don't
Okay.
think we're-
Now do Joe.
Okay. Now there we got good friend Joe.
What's going on?
We got.
Hold
we got-
on. He's got a screen.
It's been a while, people. It's been a while. I will admit.
Do we need to
Hold
start
on.
over?
Camera.
Yeah, let's just do
Oh,
the
yes, on
intro.
a live podcast.
It's all about
Let's
me
just
today.
Restart.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, how are we looking?
Okay.
I'm not seeing any camera switching on the. I am seeing myself drink beer in almost real time, though. That's impressive.
Oh, my bad. It's because studio mode.
Oh.
Well, now you're.
Hold on one sec, people. There we go. Apple TV's up.
Okay.
We were
Hi.
so confident.
Oh, hold on now.
We should have tested the switching part.
That's okay. It's been a while. You're doing good, babe. You're doing good. You're doing good. Okay. Welcome, everyone. My name is Tom. Please Circuit Podcast. We're back. As you know, I got my good friend Joe here.
What's going on for the third time?
Hold on. I'm waiting for the stream. See if Joey got sent out.
Yeah,
There we go. There he is. And we have the wonderful Erin.
Hello.
And I'll give her a sec to prime her fingers because we have two cameras switched. We got the Brandster.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going?
And we got...
her screen is also. We were having trouble with this before too.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's okay. They don't need to see me.
Well, no, they can still see you. There's in the little quarter thing.
Just a little smaller.
And then we got the one, the only.
Terminator.
Where's Keycat? We got Mike.
That was a lot
Nice
less
to be
dramatic
back.
than I wanted.
I'll be back.
Is that
always.
apple juice?
Yeah, Mike's got Mike's picture in picture too. There we go. So, we are back, people.
We're fucking back.
After a very long hiatus, we
Feels
are
good.
back. Now, for some of you, somebody has audio of the podcast itself coming out of a speaker or something.
Not
I
me.
don't know who. So whoever, is it me?
Not me.
It might have been me. It might have been me.
Already getting blamed.
It might have been me. I just said someone, and I'm included in those someones. Anyway,
Mine's muted, so.
we've been away for a while, so I probably look a little different. I got the glasses on, mold,
Professor.
and yeah, thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
I look professional. So, hey, what's going on, guys? Well, thank you very much. We got Kyle, we got the crew, we got people. This is good. Yeah. So, been away for a little bit. There's a long story to that, but the channel's not dead. We migrated the podcast, which is somebody still has the audio plan.
Not me. Good
job.
Dom still.
Good job.
Good job, Dom. Way to go.
You know how it goes, people. It's never quite 100%, but
Maybe one day we'll get there. That day's not today.
well, you know what? That's why we need people to hit subscribe and the like button. That's why we need, so we can go ahead and get ourselves a real studio someday.
Would be nice.
You
one
think that's
day.
going to make us
With-
competent?
with air conditioning
And a rap album.
Rap album with conditioning is a seller.
and a rap album.
Completing.
Joey is
the rap.
slightly out of frame, but anyway, people,
That's fine.
We're still just adjusting stuff. We're a little rusty, which is for us is probably not great.
I like
But,
what Kyle said. Kyle said, it's not CTC without tech issues.
This is true, Kyle.
Wait, no, Joey's looking a little funky now. Let's see. Oh God, that's
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm afraid to ask.
Hold on, just give me just a second, goddammit.
And
Why
the
am I all
veneer
over the
falls
place? It's
apart.
like I'm.
It's been a minute.
It's
okay?
an earthquake.
We're a little rusty.
What the fuck?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, what the fudge?
What the fudge?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
we
we're
could-
going
no,
for
we
that
can-
shit, man. We just,
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
watch
there's-
your fucking language.
I'm
we
sorry,
go.
Captain America.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Now do your
My bad.
speech.
Oh, yes. But we are back. We're moving the podcast to the main channel. There's a lot of you guys out there. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to migrate over to the podcast channel. And just so a lot of you don't miss out on the quality content that is us getting drunk and Joey yelling about every little thing. And then Brandy yelling at Mike.
I was warned not to say something.
I don't know if you yell at Mike. Regardless of...
Brandy yells at Mike.
Nah, she doesn't.
Not on the show. She yells at you.
You know what, Mike? Fuck you.
Worst things
Mike,
have been said.
I mean, Dom, I love you.
Aaron, how you holding up over there? Is the camera switching working?
Doing great.
It's a little rough having Brandy and Mike
Yeah.
all.
Tangled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Their
well,
buttons are in the wrong
Would it
spot.
help if we
But
switched spots for the
Yes,
broadcast?
please. I'd rather sit by Brandy.
No, it would not help.
It's fine.
But my fingers are a little bit rusty. I'm not gonna lie, seeing as
We're gonna
how I wasn't
fight,
even.
I swear to God.
It's
I didn't
on
even
the
have
Donkey Kong.
myself.
The point is, people,
We're fucking back.
and we got a shit ton of shit to catch up on, so we're gonna go ahead and get fucking
and I
started.
got some anger to let
But thank you for tuning in. You know what? I don't know if we got to
good
send
to let
another
them know.
link in the Discord. We've made friends since then. It's a very long story. We can probably get into it in another video at some point or another. But this is the way it's going to work from now on. Oh, we're also on Fridays now, so that should be a little more convenient for a lot of you guys. So yeah, it's going to be same time, 8 p.m. Central. Kyle, that's 6 p.m. for you. And
So make sure you subscribe so you can watch us on
Kyle's-
Fridays.
would help if everyone switched seats every 5 minutes.
I agree. Let's
That's
start
like
now.
change places. Exactly. Like fucking Futurama.
Music randomly just starts playing. We gotta run around
Yeah.
the table.
It has to be the like a weird emo scream from. No, you guys haven't watched Silicon Valley, so you would know the reference.
I have.
You know the part when it's
I know exactly what you're referencing.
I'm going to put my balls on the table, okay?
So you have seen. Wait, how do you know that? If
Because we watched it together, asshole.
you watched that far into Silicon Valley,
Yeah, when you
What-
put the balls on the table, that was great. I love that part.
there's a lot more to that show. That's great. That was,
Yeah, I
that was a
know.
good part.
That
That's
was
that's
my
a really good
favorite.
He
show.
put his
Don't let
balls
anyone
on the
dissuade
table?
you.
That's right.
And they offered him like $20 million.
That's a fucking real man right there.
No.
Literally put his testicles
No, I mean literally.
on the ball, on the table.
This is
I mean-
incredible. I can actually feel this podcast being demonetized in real time.
We don't even have
There's,
monetization.
I'm gonna say you
that
can't
requires
demonetize.
monetization. Yeah, thank you, Brandy. Thank you. Brandy, how does it feel to be back? Let's hear from you.
It feels pretty good.
feel
I
good?
like it.
Does it feel good?
It was a habit that I had, like drugs, and then it just kind of went away cold turkey. It was
It's funny you
very
mentioned
hard.
drugs, because I was about to ask you about drugs. You look a little high right now. You look like you're
Oh, I
under.
wish I was.
So you're not currently
Hey,
high.
hey,
No.
hey. This is completing a circuit, not completing the drug habit of Brandy, okay? Let's get back on track.
Yeah, that title's a little long.
Completing the drug habit of Brandy. I like that, Mike.
Completing the drug
I
habit.
know you weren't on many of the shows, but now you're back in the area, so you're actually going to be a regular now.
Yeah,
You've been back in the area since January. It's been a whole fucking thing.
Wow, just
December, technically.
put his life story out there. You know.
Just letting him know that people
You
are
want to
going
give us the zip code too while you're at it?
You know what? It's
Yes.
going to be shut the fuck up. Babe,
Let everyone know where I live.
how does it feel? How does it feel to be back? How are you
Please
doing over
don't.
there
I
in,
live there,
in the
too.
control center?
They like you.
If we're being honest over here, I'm struggling just a little bit, but I am getting it.
That's
It
okay.
will
you're
get better
glorious.
as the episode goes on.
Yeah, it's all good. And then Joey,
Yo,
all of your bitching and moaning.
you missed it.
gonna do the podcast?
That's right. I fucking missed it.
Well, good.
Yeah,
That's good.
and I have a lot of anger
Why?
towards some people.
Don't say what you're gonna. We talked about this. See his eyeball.
Channel it to other things.
That being said,
Windows.
I think it's time for some stories. And we got lots to cover.
Is that
So
what we do here?
there's been so many. Aaron just basically more or less just kind of set up
We're talking
everything
about
up.
Harry Potter?
Oh.
Oh, I wish.
Damn.
Yeah, it'd be the.
The Harry Potter
Completing the
fans have been
Hogwarts.
outed.
Thank you all, by the way. I'm seeing people hitting that like button. I really appreciate you. Got to hit the fucking like button. I hate the fact that I got to tell people to hit the like button. It shouldn't matter. If you like it, YouTube should just know. But, miracle of technology, whatever. It doesn't matter. What's important is that Aaron stories on the screen.
You're not my dad.
It's some point with the drinking of the. Oh, and yeah, we're beering up. I think I said that already, but
Are we sponsored by Miller?
I wish.
no,
Again, you can't demonetize what isn't monetized. So
That's right.
Thank you,
Sponsored by
Brandy, for
anybody
that.
would be very
that
nice.
wonderful boost of self-esteem.
Wait,
Just
hey, Dom,
huh?
who is Pet Fashion? Because
They said, yeah, I know. I don't know who that is.
is it you, Joey?
I swear to God, that's not me.
No, he
I'm
would,
gonna say
nev-
that-
he
that's
would
a very-
never name himself
No,
Pet Fashion.
I would named it Big.
Daddy.
Okay. Wow.
Big Daddy?
That's enough of that.
He did it.
Michael.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you, good Captain El Captain? What's up?
You know what you did.
Last summer? Oh, yes. I ran over that motherfucker. I tried
There-
hiding him in the lake. No one
Okay.
would believe me.
There's an RPM that he's supposed to stay at. Okay, you're pushing him in the red zone. It's too much gas.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I'll
we'll let off that
decelerate.
throttle just a little bit.
Just a little.
Okay, okay.
Story time.
Yeah, I think we're ready for some stories though, babe.
Okay. So, up.
Oh yeah, no iPad on the
Blackbird.
the AirPlay iPad. Oh, there it
give me a
goes.
second.
Ooh.
I can't see your face,
Seals.
so I don't know. Yeah, there's seals.
Remember Seal, the singer?
Whatever happened to that guy?
Kissed by he
Okay,
got
so-
divorced. Heidi Klum divorced him is what happened.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
He fucked up. He fucked up bad.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Yeah,
Story time.
we're fucking ready.
So, we are going to start with the latest and greatest, depending on, who you are and what you like,
The latest and greatest.
WWDC.
Oh,
Because that was very recent. Relatively
It
recent.
was. Well,
So-
there's lots. Of,
So during WWDC, Apple announced a ton of new features, like being able to edit and unsend iMessages and emails, customizing the dashboard of your car with CarPlay, the ability to use your phone as your laptop camera, new watch faces, new MacBooks with M2 chips, and the hot topic that everybody seems to have an opinion on, the customizable Android-like home screens.
yeah, did you hear about that, Mike?
Actually,
They did lock screens, but better. They actually work.
Okay, first of all, I
Lock.
heard a lot about that
Calm
stuff.
down, Randy. Calm down.
And the one thing I did like was using it as your laptop camera. I thought that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I mean, it's convenient, I suppose, but I don't know, because I think you can only do it with macOS, and so you already have a decent.
Yeah, you don't have
webcam,
the best
so-
camera with that.
I mean, I guess if you're doing a lot of streaming, but again, a lot of streamers are like gamers, so it doesn't.
Stop.
Oh shit! Oh wow, that was the whole thing. All right,
You're on a roll today.
dude. It's been, you know what?
Look
It feels.
at you.
It feels
Let's
good.
applaud 'em.
It
Let's just-
it feels. It does. It does feel good. to
Hey,
be back.
all I know is WWDC I actually liked, and except for that one fucking guy.
I know you don't like.
No.
Craig. You don't like Craig
He's so-
Federighi.
Okay, that was cringe. I'm gonna
Well,
use.
he's not that cringy.
It's very cringy
He's
when
not-
he did that slow run with his hair flowing all
Okay.
over the
I
place.
laughed
No,
really, really hard. That was ridiculous.
I felt bad
Why would they do that?
and dirty.
I want to talk a little bit though about the iPad, the fucking center stage thing,
Now,
whatever.
that's cool.
That's a cool thing, and for the first time in the universe, Joey actually has access to a feature that I don't. Because I got the iPad Pro right before the M1 version, and so I can't actually get it. Now that being said, my laptop will be able to do more. My everything else will be able to do
Hey,
more.
hey, stop fluffing feathers before I fucking start plucking them.
I wanted to see you do this aforementioned plucking because I'm very curious as to how you're going to pull that up, Randy.
Yes.
I don't
What are
think
you
that
doing?
would be available for
Vibing.
YouTube content.
You're just
Hey,
you look high.
hey.
I promise
doesn't
you
look
I'm
like
not.
Ever again.
Aaron was telling me to go to the dispensary across the way, and I hardcore contemplated
You know what,
for
Dom?
5
It
seconds.
doesn't matter what Brandy looks like right now, okay? You leave Brandy alone.
Okay,
What are you
that's
doing with that mic?
That shock mount is very weak.
I'm just doing what you.
I hold this, Joey. I do this. See this? I've done this.
Yeah, if I do that.
He pulled it out of the table.
Hold on. See
What
happens?
part of what I'm doing looks
I
like
got you, buddy.
this? It looks like this.
You know-
See? Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah,
go.
and that's
No,
what I was
no.
doing.
Hold the back, the corner, the bendy part.
There's too much rage
rub it
behind
Behind it.
Joey.
Behind it. Up. Up. back, right there. There you go. Now move it. See, you can move it freely. Look at how it goes. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left.
2
It's
steps
back.
this way.
Anyway,
Is it back now, yo?
Jesus,
Lap this time.
fuck.
Oh
Okay.
God, I look like I'm jacking off the microphone.
Well, Joey, you got to do what you got
That's
to
your
do.
problem.
So, anyway, the center stage thing, or whatever the fuck it's called, the stage cast thing was really cool. But otherwise, it seemed like a fairly underwhelming WWDC this year. Now, maybe I missed something.
Really?
I felt a little underwhelmed. Yeah, the lock screen was cool, and then the stage play thing was cool. Ventura, like
And
the macro.
you don't think that being able to customize your dashboard of your
Yeah,
car is
seriously.
cool?
I do think that is cool,
Wait, can I turn it
but there are like no cars except for the fucking like Mercedes
EV?
and specific BMWs and specific cars that actually have digital displays capable of doing that.
Does your BMW do that?
What? No, but does yours?
No, I'm just asking. I'm being actually serious.
No,
I was actually.
No, my BMW does not do that. But does your BMW? I don't know, Joey. Does your BMW?
I don't have a BMW.
Okay, there we go.
I have a Lamborghini.
Does your Lamborghini do that?
Yes, it does.
Really?
It's a 2022.
No, so here's what's gonna happen, guys. I was gonna do a comeback video about a whole bunch of other things on the channel, but I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and go into Joey's Lambo, and we're gonna go ahead and watch that feature happen in real time.
Yeah.
This might be very underwhelming.
Well, you know what? Hey, you're more than welcome, bro.
Brandy, did you get a chance to watch WWDC?
Do I look like an Apple person? Fuck no, I didn't watch that.
It's not about being an Apple person. It's about
Negative.
knowing.
We watched the Samsung ones.
Yeah,
And Google.
screw you.
Actually,
I don't
you
even
guys.
watch the Samsung ones.
Well, then you're just a hater and a fake fan.
Then why are you on this podcast?
What do you do?
God.
I talk about video games, bitches.
That's fair. She is definitely in the.
So she only talks when there's video games.
Hey, you only
mean,
talk when there's nonsense.
Let me tell you about.
Well, then he's
nonsense.
always talking. Here's the thing.
Yeah, this whole thing is nonsense right now.
Well, next year, we'll have you take a look.
Okay.
Just gonna adjust and.
Should we get Brandy a MacBook?
She has them.
Oh, please
Like
don't.
a personal.
Please
MacBook.
don't.
You know what? In order to be able to do that, we need subscribers, and then we can buy this poor. Someone cue the Sarah McLachlan music. This
Na, na, na.
In the arms
of an angel.
Oh God, we're gonna lose people. Nope. Hey, Dom.
Our
we're
viewership
losing-
just dropped.
We're losing.
No, actually,
people.
we're not.
losing likes.
No, the curve is going up. So actually, we're doing really good, being ridiculous. What? Okay. Well, you guys, Aaron and Joey.
Aaron and Joey.
I went Aaron and then Joey. So Aaron and then
I,
Joey.
I look like a Joe.
Yeah, and I look like
You
an
look
Aaron.
like a monitor from my perspective, because literally where your shoulders are, where your head would be, there's literally a Dell monitor. So
Yeah,
you
everybody
guys
but Brandy looks like a monitor. to
didn't
me.
seem to. Okay, you guys think that this WWDC was really good. So what made it bueno?
I see you, Aaron. How you doing?
Hi, Joey.
Hi.
He has to stand.
You know what? We should do the podcast standing up. I can feel
Oh.
more energy that way.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, there's no way.
Maybe if we had treadmills while we're standing,
There's
get to like walk and talk. You know.
there's just
There's
Way
gonna
too
be
mu-
too much
too
like
many calories
gasping
being
and
burned.
sweating for
Yeah.
that to work.
I'm dying.
I'm down for
Microphones
that.
are gonna sound underwater. It's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
a bad
fall on
time.
the treadmill, and then there's gonna be a YouTube video of it, and everyone's gonna laugh at the fat guy.
I mean, but views.
I just thought of Family Guy for whatever reason when you said that. I was about to paste a link into the Discord for some viewership, but
Make sure you say stuff too. Don't just like spam the link out.
I'm not just
Gotta
spamming
make
the
it
link
personal.
out.
Okay, well, I personally am really excited for being able to customize your home screen a bit, because I did originally have an Android before switching to Apple, and one of the things that I missed the most when I switched to Apple was being able to customize my phone. And now we're going to have little widgets and stuff on the home screen. However, I did see there were people talking about how being able to add widgets to the home screen, they predict a lot of companies are now going to turn that space into like ads.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to do that. Wait, babe, do me a favor really quick. Can you check the screen overlay thing, because I don't.
It's not working.
It's not working at all.
Oh hey, it worked. It worked that time. It didn't
He's
work
here.
when I was over.
Who's here?
We're watching
Oh my
Willow.
god!
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy. I'm pinning that comment.
Fuck yeah, he's here.
He's gonna get comment of the hour right now. Yo, it's your boy. Welcome back, dude. How you been, man?
Oh, I've been doing good.
Not you. I was waiting for your text message, man. We'll talk about it later, though. Okay. But I'm still not seeing an overlay on the stream.
I saw it for a second. And then
I had it, but it's not switching with the cameras. So I
Oh,
turned
wait,
it off.
wait. We have a thing? Is this the
Yeah, we got a thing now. All right, we're gonna make it work. We got some hiccups going on. Anyway, okay. So customizable home screen, small children somehow like cut out in real time on a clock that doesn't actually tell you what.
It only kind of sort of tells you what time it is.
Like I know it's 9:41, but that still feels.
Oh, that's another thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
It could be 8:41 if you're. No, I guess not.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Go ahead, Joe. You go first.
That's another thing I have a gripe with. That dude, the guy I don't like, whatever his name is, kept saying, my kids, those aren't his kids. Those are Google pictures.
They're just generic kids.
Yeah, those aren't his kids. He lied.
How do you know this?
Because he said it, and then I saw the same exact picture on Google.
Maybe his kids are popular.
No.
Could be.
No. That guy works for Apple. I'm sure he
Press
has
exit
kids.
out.
Why would they be on Google?
Gonzo, you gotta be careful when you say Google Kids.
Oh, boy.
I will say, as someone who doesn't, gonna ignore that. As someone who doesn't like Apple, I will say the fact that it's gonna have more customization. I'm happy for you guys, cause man, your home screens were sterile as fuck, and that was one of my biggest issues with Apple. I'm like, your
Home
shit
screen?
looks so boring.
You know,
like
lock
your
screen.
no, like main screens.
So,
Main
Brandy,
screen
since they
still
fixed...
looks-
So they fixed that, so are you going to get an Apple phone then?
No,
She just
but
wants to try.
So then why are you complaining?
You could do lots of customization to it. I just did
Yeah.
it this way because I just happen to like this. But you got this
You
little
just happen to like it sterile.
adjustable. I will say this:
Wow.
as I've now had my Android phone, well, 2 Android phones since 2019, and the widgets on iPhone are way more fucking useful than the weird, cheeky, cheap, rundown, third-party, another country frickin' widgets that.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm just saying,
Jesus
there are some
Christ.
really crappy widgets
Dom
in
has
the store.
something against other countries, apparently.
It has nothing to do with other countries. It just has to do with that they're probably targeted for a different audience. And as far as I cannot find actual useful widgets other than the weather widget, the stock weather widget. I cannot find useful widgets for fucking Android. And I will say I use the widgets way more on iPhone than I do on Android. I don't know how many widgets do you use the widgets on your Android phone? Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stream Brandy's phone.
Oh boy, close the browser.
I'm sounding like Riley from Boondocks. Yeah. I won't say the rest of the words, but you know what they are.
What you say?
No, that wasn't Riley.
I know.
That was Stink Meaner.
I know.
Mike, don't start doing the tuba thing.
No.
I know that you're thinking of Ruckus.
Oh, Uncle Ruckus is always with
I
me.
like you,
but-
and I want you.
Let's see. Hold on. So Brandy's got widgets. So she has weather in Google,
You're
which is
bringing those
what I
ponies
have.
into This camera's the way down.
Oh, and then the calendar. Wow, you actually use your calendar.
fuck yeah.
Chris Handsome?
I don't have the brain
call
power
us
to
Christmas.
remember every fucking thing, so
Brandy,
I have
what is left pit cleansing on the 13th?
Well, you see, it all started when I
That would have
put-
been your right pit, by the way.
No, this is my left.
Yeah, that is
Oh.
her left, you dumb
Wow, good job.
Way to go, Dom.
Try to make a joke at my expense. You can't even fucking do it right.
Damn. She just...
Yeah, that's how she is.
Wow,
She'll
she just
play
went-
it normal,
yeah.
then she'll snap.
So I'm in your browser now, so I'm going to type
It's like a Venus flytrap.
O.
Oh.
I incognito mode all that, so you're not gonna get anything.
P.O.
Touche.
Are you
Alright,
doing a P.O. box?
No, usually if you type in PO into any browser, you're going to get.
Willow
Maybe
says,
your browser.
You're gonna get-
Willow.
Sick
you're gonna get-
fuck.
Yeah, you're clearly not, smooth enough to hide your shit.
Hey,
so.
third world country
Yeah.
widgets.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, Dom.
the relative aspect of widgets to. Mike, give me something here. What do you got?
For what?
I got nothing. I don't know. Give me something on the widgets. Do you use Android widgets?
No!
Oh, God.
I don't use anything on there. She had to literally beat me over the skull to get me to try using
Fandango.
other apps like Fandango or Instagram.
Okay, I don't blame you for
Somehow-
Instagram. Fandango's annoying. They send too many fucking spam emails.
Yes.
Somehow I don't know how he's so good with computers and stuff, but so terrible with apps.
I'll be honest. It's because for the longest time I had crap phones. I used to buy nothing but LG.
Saucy.
Sorry. Oh, your story's over?
Hey,
Story's over.
It's a
Story.
sauce.
It is a sauce.
It's a salsy sauce.
I use the Bonzi Buddy widget. What the hell is the? Okay, hold on. What is the Bonzi
Buddy widget?
What the fuck is the Bonzi?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm
I'm
afraid
gonna
to find this
investigate.
out.
Let me find out.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little investigation.
And then I'm going to get a virus.
And while you're doing that,
the like
was
button.
there any additional WWD stuff? Wow, holy crap.
WWE.
It's malware.
Do
It's
you
malware
smell-
virus.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think doing all that running around to fix that last minute audio issue, and between that and the 7 beers, I got hit a little bit.
Do
So
you smell what the Rock is cooking?
no, I don't. But I smell what the Aaron's next story is coming up.
That was a horrible segue.
Shut the. Yes,
That was,
it was bad.
that was
It
shitty.
was bad. It was bad. It was bad.
He's rusty. We'll hopefully get smoother.
shitty.
You know, like I said, it's
Shitty
it's-
segue in the comments, please.
No. Did we figure out, is tonight's episode going to be a multi-hour special, or are we just, how do we want to do
I mean,
this?
this
We'll
is our
figure it
fir-
out.
Wait.
This is our first one
First
back.
of all, don't
Fuck
talk.
it, we're doing it live.
I'm talking here. All right, wait your
figure-
fucking turn.
Yeah.
First of all, this is our first one back in a while, so yeah, it's gonna be a multi-hour fucking time, and then we can do our 15 minutes here and there.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah, for
yes.
all mankind, that's what I'm seeing.
3
currently.
hours of skinny peanut.
Who's Skinny P?
Hey, my mother just texted me. I think she said, "Oh my God, you're back." So I'm assuming she's watching the show. Hi, Mom. Which I can literally say.
We got 12 people.
Nice.
We've made it. We've peaked.
We're getting, the little bar keeps going up. It keeps going up. So if you got friends, you got family, hit the share button, people. Okay? I'm not fucking around this time. We are going to do this. We're going to get up to 15 people. So I need you to hit that like button.
You're
I need
reaching
you
a
to-
little high there, Dom.
I know, it's a big goal. It's a big goal. But you know what? Here's the deal. We got Gleese in.
We're gonna come in with a little
Gleese?
10 spare views.
Gleese is in.
Spare
Where?
views,
He's in the
sir.
chat.
Where?
He had to change his Google name in order to be able to. That's pretty funny.
That is funny.
So
Oh yeah, there he is.
I'll explain. We got some friends that are coming in. It's gonna be a good time. But anyway, 15 people. No, 16.
Wow. Can we just go to 20?
I think we can reach for
Bro,
a good solid.
we're not
17.
Jeff Bezos. That we're not even close, bro.
Dude, I'm on Elon Musk level. What are you
that's some
talking
j-
about, Jeff Bezos?
I'd be happy with 14.
Gleese is saying hello to you, Joey.
Huh?
He remembers you from the voice chat.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could just literally tell him.
Joey was in the voice
You
chat.
could say hi to him in the.
What's up,
Joey?
Gleese?
Joey came over. It's a long story. What's important is the next story.
Come on, we have
Okay.
3 hours left.
Oh God.
I mean, you guys,
Oh,
you
God.
guys did go through the Apple stuff a lot faster than I had expected.
To be honest, I
So-
only watched the
She's sweating a little
the
bit. She's like,
iPhone
"Oh, shit."
part and the iPad part. I watched some of the Mac OS, whatever the new one is called. I only watched a little bit of it. There really wasn't anything that appealed to
I
me.
mean, the only the downfall. Well, I knew it was going to happen eventually, but there's no more support for the mid 2015 Macs, so that sucks. Dom, I will chuck your fucking MacBook out the
No,
window.
you won't.
Yeah, I will.
You respect it way too much.
I'll take it.
It's different than chucking. It still survives. So
Hey,
my
if you
point
guys want to
is,
see a video of me taking a baseball bat to Dom's computer,
you don't want to do that.
just spam bats.
No, do not spam bats.
Absolutely not.
That would be really funny if like fucking 40 bats came in from like a bunch of. That would certainly be something. That would
That would make you think.
It would make me wonder what the audience actually wants to see. Do they want to see my literal, most important, probably tech piece that I own get smashed with a baseball bat?
Dude, you're not helping your case. The fact that you're saying that is going to make people really
Would
watch.
you defend me, Brandy? God damn it! What are you? You're just sitting there.
Brandy, you
I
put
put
bats.
I was the first person to put bats.
Wait. No, well, look.
Fuck you. Bats. Spam it. Spam that shit.
They meant baseball bats, not fucking like.
Oh, Kelly even put bats.
Of course
Oh.
Kelly would. No, you have to. He meant that emote.
No, just you could write the word bats.
This is a stupid conversation. And oh wow, we are at 14 people. We got Alex in.
We hit my goal. I did it.
We're at 14.
Yes.
Your goal was 14.
Yes.
Hey, we're getting bats in here.
Who wants to take bets? Let's go with
take bats?
no bets.
Bats?
What
think
the-
bats
Oh, we're at
is-
15. That is
Hey.
the highest we've ever been at.
We can hit 20.
And it's
We
just
could hit
it's
the
just that
20
one
mark.
person who's made multiple accounts. It's just like, you go, guys.
You
go.
guys really appreciate you guys checking it out. It's been a long time,
Yes.
so we're gonna be all over the place. We're gonna go a little longer tonight. So
Yeah.
normally the show's gonna be an hour, but tonight just for you guys, we're at fucking 16.
And thank you for the bats.
Holy shit!
You know what this means? It means you're gonna have to save up for a new baby.
Oh,
That's
boy.
a mic.
This
Oh.
laptop now has a disease because
Oh,
your
yeah,
weird
it's me.
anti-Apple hand just touched it. Also, you are 3 IQ points smarter for touching it. So just
Hey, Dom.
so she's at 9.
My one brain
got
cell's
bats.
grateful.
We got bats. Yeah, I'm seeing the bat. I'm seeing the bat emojis.
I really appreciate it, guys.
we get a story.
So once upon a
Yes,
time,
absolutely.
this one time at
Not
band
that
camp,
kind of story, you fuck. We had WWDC. They had some stuff, but I want to get into what you got.
Okay.
Give me
So
something.
I
Don't make it weird.
She's composing herself.
Okay, so after, and I swear it's tech related, after Roe v. Wade was overturned, Google rather slyly announced that they are now going to give people the option to automatically delete part or all of their location history. They said
Ooh.
some of the places people visit,
Oh, wow.
including medical facilities, domestic violence shelters, abortion clinics, facility centers, weight loss clinics, cosmetic surgery clinics, and others, can be particularly personal, and that if their system identifies that somebody has been to one of those places, Google will delete the entries from the location history soon after the visit. And they are expecting to push this update within the next couple of weeks.
So I think we penis holders need to shut up and let Aaron and Brandy kind of talk a little bit about this, because I think
I
for
think
the
guys
women,
can have opinions.
well, I think we can have opinions, but I don't think our opinions matter as much in the context of your locations and your apps and all that other stuff like that, and how your phones work in the context of.
Well, don't forget, they also said weight loss clinics and cosmetic surgery.
The point is, open conversation for you and Brandy. If you'd like, I can interject with my 2
I-
cents and just take the show.
nobody cares about your
Okay,
2
so
cents.
here's where I'm standing with
3
this.
cents.
50 cents.
Firstly, if any woman needs to go camping in a camping-friendly state, let me know, and I will bring you here to go camping. And then we could also have Google delete your history.
And the FBI is at the door.
The FBI would not enforce it.
Anyways, going to the serious matter at hand. Aside from the fact, of that everything that is, and I don't have time to unpack that. This is a tech show. I will say that is very handy, but it also makes me nervous. Because if someone can just go in there and delete shit, if anyone, not just women, gets abducted or whatever,
I'm sorry. I don't.
I'm so sorry,
It's-
Brandy.
it's a chat.
It's the chat.
It's a
yeah.
chat.
what are they saying?
Sauce just apparently Aaron managed to capture me attempted to swallow the whole can, and they got lockjaw. and apparently they saw that. So
Lockjaw bat.
it was I just wasn't expecting that to be captured. I thought it was gonna be on you. You were talking, but Aaron has not lost her way with the cameras. Anyway,
You're not a snake. Your jaw can't unhinge like that.
that really hurt. I don't know what you just said, and I think it was disgusting, but I'm just gonna go ahead. That
Why were you trying to?
Why not?
And why would
Why
hold on.
not? Deep
I
throat
couldn't
the
hear.
can.
Wait, is anyone else able to hear Aaron anymore?
No.
No.
I cannot hear
No.
Aaron,
Aaron-
unfortunately.
Oh, baby.
No, hold on 1 sec. You guys keep talking.
Well, anyways, let me go on to my topic, because here's the thing. If you can delete history at any point in time, if someone gets a hold of your phone, if you've been kidnapped, if your child gets kidnapped, whatever happens, they can just delete that history, and that's a problem. Now, I don't know if there's other type of tracking besides Google. I'm not savvy like that. But, I feel like that could potentially be an issue in the future. Aside from the nice, subtle way they did that, and for the obvious intentions in which they did it, I approve. I approve
Shots
any
for audio.
company that's, trying to still give people their bodily
The right to choose.
Yes, I appreciate that. But really, it's good. But like anything good, there's a chance for misuse. I can definitely see that happening. Potentially being a problem. There's the paranoid spouses trying to check your history. of where you've gone. So then, cheating's probably easier, but that's going to be interesting. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. Do you have anything to add to that, Aaron, about the deleting of history for Google?
It's good for porn sites.
Personally,
Wrong history, Joey. Anyways,
I do find it noble. So when they released it, and I may be able to pull it up here, when they were talking about it, they did throw in a bunch of while we appreciate Congress making moves and stuff, and they never once wrote the post as far as we are doing this because of what just happened. But there are definitely underlying things in there that kind of enforce it. But I do think that it's nice because they were saying that there are some times where the authorities get involved and they want that information, and Google has to comply with that.
yeah.
And so I think it's really respectable for Google to take that into consideration, especially when they don't even have to.
I mean, I know Google's one of those companies, there's a couple of big companies who are listen, if we have, women or people in general out in that state who need an abortion,
Yeah.
and we need to move them away, to go to a more abortion-friendly state, we will do that. And I don't think those states can fucking do anything about it. And Google's just making that easier. My big question is, did this come with them doing this strictly because of the abortion? Were they already planning on doing this, or hey, here's a PR opportunity
It's
for
probably
us?
in response to. Well, that's a good. Well,
I mean, because here's the thing, it could definitely be a direct response, but again, big corporate companies, good timing. It's just kind of well, but
no,
what
that's
if?
a fair assessment. That's a fair
Yeah.
assessment.
And
Yeah.
I would like to think that even this big conglomerate company was yeah, this is bullshit. Let's go ahead and do this. But it could have just been wow, damn. Well, it looks like we could actually publicize this a little bit more and get a little bit of bonus points,
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
theory about that, actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
If you don't mind, I don't want to take away anything, but so Google being what they are, they're a huge conglomerate. They have massive amounts of projects going on at any point in time, and I'm sure that they've probably had a project similar to this one that they were like, oh, let's do it, and then somebody came forward with similar comments that Brandy and others have said, where it's this could be used for bad. Okay, well, let's put it on the shelf. And then Roe v. Wade got overturned, and they're like, hey, let's put this out there because we can actually use it for a legitimate reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and all the news outlets will market the living shit out of it. Well, not market, but they'll share the living shit out of it. So, no, I'm not gonna make that pun.
SpacePub was making the claim that Google had to allow people to delete their data before this.
I know what he's talking about. I don't know if that pertains to the app's specific data though.
Well, they did have
Although when it comes to location
ability
data,
to
yeah.
delete. They already had the ability to delete your location data, but what they're implementing now is that they are going to automatically delete your location data based on the places that you visit. So if you go to a place like an abortion clinic
they're
or
gonna auto privacy you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I see.
No, I honestly do support that, just because in a world where everything is being heavily monitored, privacy is always nice.
Yeah.
That was Steve Jobs' big thing. He said in numerous interviews, he don't care if you're shitting on the toilet. Your privacy is your privacy. You're spanking it. You got something going on with the dog and Thousand Island dressing. That is. Joey, what you said? Do you have thoughts, or was that just a?
No, I mean, I'm just pissed off, honestly.
That's
because-
typical. Yeah.
Yeah, it's typical. But no, in all seriousness, no. The whole ruling thing is just ridiculous. Honestly, this is ridiculous. I mean, we're not living in the fucking 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s anymore. I mean, women have rights. Women should have the choice. I'm not. Whatever you believe in, it shouldn't. If you believe in pro-life, good for you. If you believe that women should have the choice, good for you. Everyone should be able to believe in something. It should not be one or another. That's what I'm just saying. This whole Google shit and whatever, yeah, great, Google, you're doing this, but we all know that's a PR stunt. It's not like the kindness of your heart, because of all the shit that you've been dragged in, been in the Supreme Court, doing this, that. You need to make your image kind of cleaned up there, and you found a way to do that. And then, so I don't really give a fuck what Google does, because it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't come from a good place. It's just all about how can we do damage control. That's it.
I mean, that's a valid point. I would also say that the whole there's 2 points I want to make. Firstly, for anyone curious about the abortion stuff, there's actually a book out called "The Only Moral Abortion Is My Abortion," and it's basically that a lot of people who are protesting abortions have actually gotten one themselves, but they can explain the way theirs. They can't explain the way anyone else's, but they can explain the way theirs.
That in and of itself is a
Yes.
fundamentally different topic. But
yes.
yeah,
I'm just throwing it out. But
Yeah,
also, my problem with them automatically deleting stuff, well, yes, good for privacy. Again, the whole, like, if anyone gets taken or kidnapped, you go there, you throw the phone there, you're gone. Now, it's kind of like, where do you go from there if it just automatically deletes? Unless they have, like, a backup server to where they keep stuff. I don't know if, like, when they say delete, do they mean permanently delete? Like, no one can access it, not
But-
even them? Or is it, like, backup server, backup
So when
server?
you say, now I'm just tying in with the kidnapping thing, you don't have to worry about Google, because here's the thing, there's a lot of other things that can keep track of where you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apple's got a thing where you can, like, if Dom goes out somewhere and if I want to see where he is or whatever the case is, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and of course you need to share that with people. But the problem is not just the whole tracking thing. Is when you get kidnapped, what are kidnappers are really going to think? They're going to check for a phone and they're going to throw it somewhere. So therefore, you're kind of screwed no matter what, even if it's Google or not Google. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Kidnappers are now going to be thinking like, oh, we got to get rid of this phone because, one, it can be tracked. Two, you know, we don't know what kind of information, and it can give that person my location, which I'm going to get caught. So
Fair.
that's the thing.
You're right.
In addition, they're going to delete it after you leave, so it's possible that they could, like, save your location after having been there. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't actually think them deleting the data is going to inhibit people from being able to find stuff. There was a video that Veritasium did about so all this ancestry DNA stuff that they do. So they actually recently discovered who the Zodiac Killer was through not his DNA, but through the DNA of his relatives. So the point is that even if your data is deleted and you're more or less being put off the grid or taken off the grid, the people who want to find you can find you.
Yeah.
Most people aren't Jack Reacher who pay just cash. There's gonna be a way to find it. There's weirdos out there, be it for rights activists or any of that kind of shit. So, I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but I guess what it boils down to, and this kind of extends with Joey was saying, if Google's viewpoint is A or B, and they're putting the software update in their phone to try to support whatever it is that they're trying to do, they're one of the richest companies in the world. They have ways of affecting things. If some Russians can take $50,000 and then make a bunch of ads and then influence a bunch of fucking people to do certain things with Facebook, Google has the ability to do that stuff too, if that's actually their viewpoint. Whether or not it's ethical is a different story, but the point is, for what Joey said, if they actually cared, then it would cost them something. Them putting this little patch in probably didn't cost them much in the grand scheme of things, but that's kind of my 2 cents with that. And before that turns into completing the politics...
no, I was just gonna say, like what you were saying about going off the grid. That's no longer, you're not allowed. You're no longer able to do that. No matter, even if you paid everything in cash, you are no longer be able to get off the grid because, one, if someone really wants to find you, there's cameras all over the place. There's ways of tracking someone. Obviously, you have to buy, unless you have to buy, either you're living in a vehicle, an RV, whatever.
You could be renting hotels.
You can rent hotels, but they still have your information.
Yeah.
They have your information, but it's not centralized. So they would have to figure out.
But the correct authorities, they would figure.
There's a lot. It's not that they can't figure it out. It becomes significantly difficult. Paying with cash.
It does make it difficult, but back in the day before all this stuff, it was easier to live off the grid. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Nowadays-
absolutely.
all I'm
It's a
saying
lot
is
harder.
Nowadays,
it's still possible.
It's possible.
You have to kind of go out of your way though,
Exactly.
to do it.
You have to be
live
like
off the
Trevor
grid.
in Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, even your
5.
fucking car. If your car has any type of GPS tracking, even if you don't have the GPS nav system, your car can still have GPS for theft protection reasons and for insurance reasons, and they can still find your shit that way. So if you're living,
or not just that, even if you don't have GPS enabled, like so you
Yeah,
know, you know how some cars the GPS is not there, but you have if you pay in like $200, they can enable the GPS or whatever. So
Yeah.
there's that too.
if your car is GPS capable, they can still do it. The GPS is whether or not you have access to the software
Yeah.
that they provide with. I don't know what Aaron's currently doing.
Okay, just keep talking.
Okay, I guess we're just talking and it's just locked on me. So now that Aaron's not here, what's going on, everyone? How you doing?
Oh
Yeah.
God!
We're gonna get a little weird.
And the views just went down.
No, they didn't. They are well.
Well, they are down.
They're
12.
holding up. They're holding above 10. So that's been a good thing. I don't know. I mean, wow, we're 45 minutes in, and
So,
feels like I haven't even talked about shit.
I do agree with you, Kevin.
Daddy Dom time.
so-
Kevin, can we just keep religion away from politics? Yeah, I agree. I agree with you as well, Kevin. I agree, and also very nice to see you, man. I
Yes.
told you I'd be back. I told you, man. No, I agree. I agree. Now, there might be a future where we can have the same panel of people on a separate channel where we get to talk more politically about things, because I know that I'm holding back of a lot of my shit that I want to fucking say.
CTC
I could
Network.
spit so much venom right now, and I'm
I know.
just silent.
Miss you too, man. Miss you too. It's been a while. There's a lot coming, but we're
Hey,
back
Kevin.
up. There's okay. That being said,
thank you for saving it by
yeah,
sitting it down.
Yep. Hold on, I got that. We're gonna turn the monitor back on. We're getting through the technical issues. We're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna go a little bit over. Well, a bit over actually on this one, but
No, but you know
We
what,
got
Tom? You know what? There's no more. I'm not saying that you shy away or anything like that, but I feel like with the way today's day and age is, it's like people are afraid to talk about certain topics.
oh, I'm not afraid.
Oh no, I'm not saying you
Yeah.
are. What I'm saying is, I think
you
it's
did say that.
it's a breath of fresh air for people. Even though we are a tech channel, I think it's a breath of fresh air to hear something like, okay, these guys are actually connected into this part too. Just a little bit. I'm not saying obviously
No,
go full force. I'm just saying it's kind
okay.
of like a nice thing.
I think the reason most people avoid it is because you can't talk about it without it being my side's right, your side's wrong. And then if you have the wrong side, well, I'm not going to watch your shit because obviously it's wrong. And then it just, you can't have discourse. It's like not allowed anymore. You know, so that's pretty much the issue. And some things you really can't have a discourse on, but
My issue is that when it all boils down to it, regardless of what side an individual is on, is be consistent with your viewpoint. If you care about human life, care about it after conception, after birth, all the way through. So the government social programs would be able to do that. Of course, that particular side of the argument is against those particular elements, so it becomes inconsistent. It's effectively birth this human, at the end of the day, right? Not thing, I do apologize. But the circumstances in which got you there, whether or not you're able to support the child, whether or not you're able to do all the different variables and all the different components that are involved in it. What are you doing?
I don't want to say on stream, but I accidentally locked
he
myself
fucked
out.
up.
He locked himself out of the laptop.
Yep.
Okay, but just be consistent. If you have a viewpoint, then actually follow your own rules. If you're setting the rules, if you're saying these are my rules, this is how I operate, then the rule must be true under all conditions. If you have maybe a specific exception in some specific case, that's fine. Have a good reason for it. Be able to explain it. Don't pick and choose your viewpoints just based off of how you feel when it comes down to affecting other people's lives. Right. If you want to be a fucking weirdo and really love Chuck E. Cheese pizza, except on fucking Tuesdays, unless the Tuesday is on the 2nd of the month, and only when it's free, but never when it costs more than $1, but only when you can pay with cash, and none of that shit makes sense, and you want to be a weirdo like that, that's fine.
Dom, do you have something else?
No.
Oddly specific.
But you
I'm
know
just
what?
saying there's some freaking, and you know what? There's people like that. Let them be like that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But when your viewpoints have to be expressed and conveyed onto other individuals, just be consistent with your rules. The second you're inconsistent, it shows me that you don't actually know what you're talking about.
My last
That's
thing, and it goes with what you're just saying, Dom, about
That's
being consistent.
crazy.
Last thing, I promise we'll get off of this. but being consistent.
We're still. Oh wait, hold on. Let me.
Now it says live.
F stream dead. Oh,
Hey, we're back.
hello.
Back
Oh,
again.
rip the stream. Oh, there we go.
Katie's
There we're back.
back.
We just had a little hiccup. We had a little
Tell
hiccup.
friend.
Just a
Guess
hiccup.
who's back? Guess who's back?
Okay.
Guess who's back? Guess who's
So that was a whole thing. Welcome back, everyone.
Gracie says hello.
Yes, I see. I said Gracie. I want Gracie.
Oh,
I can't see
Yeah.
chat.
Glad to see you here.
you don't deserve it.
Dom is always never not in. What the fuck, Kyle?
Shots fired.
Kyle knows how to make words be not. I'm willing to bet that would make him laugh. So, moving on though.
Yes.
Maybe we can do. Well, we will talk about the little after dark thing. Maybe we'll include that. But anyway,
Okay, so I'm really excited to see what Mike and Brandy are going to talk about.
Okay.
Don't worry.
this is Mike and Brandy special.
No, it's anybody. I just know that they probably are the most in tuned to the next topic then.
The rest of you? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, while we were gone, there were a ton of game shows that happened. And so, some of the stuff that had been announced for like updates and new games and stuff, we had Final Fantasy 16, Stray, which I personally am buying. I've been dying for that game. The Last of Us Part 1, Gotham Knights, God of War Ragnarok, the Callisto Protocol, and obviously a ton of other games. So, like, what games were announced that you guys are the most excited for?
So, in my desire to embrace as many escapism games as possible, I have been leaning heavier and heavier into the cozy game variety, which means, like, not really high stakes, like, tend to be super cute graphics, stuff like that. Coral Island's supposed to be coming out sometime this year, ideally. Super excited for that one. It's kind of like a higher res, like Stardew Valley, but it takes place on an island. Super cute. Super ready for bear and breakfast. You know, you're a bear, you're doing a breakfast thing. There's another cute bear game. I forget what it is, but essentially you destroy things that are polluting your forest with an axe, and you just chop a bunch of shit down and machinery, and it's great. There's I know that they're coming out with a DLC for Resident Evil 8 soon. It's going to involve Rose, and that's going to be really interesting. Look forward to that. As for games, I'm still not seeing a lot of output for things like PS5 exclusively yet.
Yeah.
So there's really still not much pressure to get a PS5. Like, unless you want the graphics and you have the TV for, then absolutely go hog wild. I think they're more available now.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, there's nothing exclusive to really push anyone to get it. I'm going to give it maybe another year before they start cutting out the PS4 entirely and start making games strictly for the PS5. I think they're trying to give everyone breathing room since they were so hard to get in the first place. Fucking scalper trash.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Demon Souls.
Demon's Souls for PS5 was really good looking.
I think I
graphics
also
are impressive.
heard that PS5 is kind of doing a similar-ish model to the Xbox, like Play, you know, where you give like $100 and you have access to like this really big ass library. I think they're starting to do something similar, or at least something that can compete with that. Because
they kind of already do.
I mean, yes, but it was streaming, and let me tell you, someone with a very unstable internet trying to stream shit, it's been not very great on my end. So, if they do something we can download, I look forward to it. I am going to computer gaming to the relief of my boyfriend, but I'm still going to do console gaming. I'm waiting for Xbox to I'm waiting.
Where the fuck is mine?
Yeah,
One
what
second.
the fuck?
Intermission.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and Brandy. Her name is literally Liquor.
You were talking. We didn't want to interrupt. No, don't wait. Don't mix mine.
As you cling the glasses. You get Fireball.
I'm sorry,
you get
they're doing
Fireball on that
shots.
fucking laptop, Mike.
They're doing shots. I'm trying to give a well
what?
thought
Don't
out
get
thing.
Fireball on that laptop.
On my
You
side
interrupted
eye.
Brandy.
In my side eye, they're having fucking shots, and I'm just over here like, I want a shot, but
Okay,
I'm
I will
trying
get you
to
guys
maintain
shot.
the
They're over here
discourse.
like fucking LMFAO and Lil Jon.
shot.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, we didn't want to interrupt you during your flow.
Exactly.
I deserve something for my flow. Give me a shot.
Okay.
It's Friday. Fuck.
You can use my
True.
last. It's fine.
I'm gonna put up
The
a quick.
laptop needs Fireball.
You know what? What I want to do?
Actually, yeah. I
gonna do a
want to
poll?
know.
I'm gonna
Yes,
put a poll.
do a poll for
Yes.
Xbox. The Xbox.
Oh, I was gonna see
thingy
if
or the
they like
PlayStation
1 hour
one.
shows or 2 hour shows. That's what I was gonna put a poll up for.
Well, do
Oh.
one for the Xbox too. I
I
want
can only
to see
do
what's
one
worth
poll per. Okay, what's the poll
it.
you
You
want,
can only
Brandy?
do one poll per thing.
Well, I don't. I don't know. There's some stipulate. What poll do you want me to do?
I was gonna
I
say.
should do a poll to see what poll they want me to do.
Which gaming outlook is better, the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox? What is it? S?
X.
The
X?
Series X and the Series. You're
yeah.
talking about Game Pass versus the PlayStation Plus streaming thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what
Was
people
it
prefer.
Xbox? Joey, what's the service, the PlayStation Plus service called?
PlayStation Plus.
Plus, yeah. It's PlayStation
Or
Plus.
PS.
Oh no, it's that other one.
It was like improved PlayStation Plus or
Yeah.
some shit like that. PlayStation
like
Plus.
Salud, bitches.
I can't remember. Extra? I think it's PlayStation. I don't remember.
It's just called PS. Okay, so we're just gonna go with.
Joey.
So am I
Yeah.
allowed to
Move
comment
that
on?
bottle.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was warm. That feels good. That feels good.
So am I allowed to comment on the new games that I was looking forward to, or is
Yeah,
it just Brandy
absolutely.
and
Go.
Elton?
No,
Go.
just-
I
just
covered
Brandy.
cozy and happy
Yeah.
stuff.
So anyway,
Go
guys,
for it.
thanks for tuning in. We're just gonna.
And we'd like to thank Matt Damon for coming tonight.
Matt Damon.
It was a
Matt
joke.
Damon's too
Jimmy
broke. He
Kimmel,
gave
the
up
Jimmy
all of his
Kimmel
money
show,
on
he would
Bitcoin.
always say, "Thank you for." Sorry, Matt Damon, not enough time. Matt Damon. But yeah, the games
Team
I'm
America.
most looking forward to. There's Callisto Prophecy. That game looks friggin' great because you could tell it's got Dead Space written all over it.
Protocol.
What was it?
Callisto Protocol.
Oh, Protocol, not Prophecy. I'm sorry. It's all the shots that we're taking. But yeah, no. Callisto Protocol looks great. It's one of the few PlayStation games that I'm looking forward to. Salute.
You pre-drank?
Yeah.
You
And
beep.
have you guys heard about the Resident Evil 4 remake?
Yeah, everyone has. I think. Oh God. Oh, it's like drinking liquid
God,
Altoids.
guys.
So, the Resident Evil 4 remake
Like it, Dom.
is allegedly going to come out for the PlayStation 5. It's also going to have the PS
Take it.
VR 2.
talking.
Lots of really good stuff about it. Honestly,
make this not
I'm really looking forward to it because I'm curious to see, because the new this team here is not the team that made the Resident Evil 3 remake, but the one that made the Resident Evil 2 remake, and that one was pretty freaking good. They messed up the Zap system, but that's the only thing they messed up, and that's all they messed up. That's great. So I'm looking forward to it. Apparently they're changing a few things around. Apparently Luis is supposed to be a bigger character. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. The rest of the games I honestly was more or less not focused on, just because my gaming is, I don't know, I'm just kind of numb to gaming here lately. I don't know why.
You?
I mean, as someone who has watched the market fall the way that it has, AAA gaming is fucking tragic right now. It's like, it's so hard to get into games, and the games that I am into, it's like cool, awesome, I'm glad I like it, but other times, man, it's just like, what the fuck are you people doing? I'm tired of the same recycled fucking shit all the time, just plastered with a new storyline. Stray! Oh, my soul's been dying. Like, at this point, indie games are starting to overshadow the AAA games, and I'm just waiting for them to start getting fucking terrified. And I will revel in it. What?
Well, who is what's the new game the guy who made Stardew Valley is working on? Brandy.
Damn it, Willow.
What's the game that Stardew Valley, the guy that made Stardew Valley is working on?
Oh, The Haunted Chocolatier.
The who?
I'm
It's-
actually really curious to see that one. There's a guy who made Stardew Valley. One guy made this small little, seemingly small game that is actually quite nice, really lovely, kind of a chill game, but also at times not because the decisions you had to make. But
Aaron,
one
would you
guy
like a
made
shot?
that, and it was phenomenal. And he's working on another
I'm
game.
assuming not.
And it's an
I
indie
feel like
title.
I may as well as
It's
this
so
point.
good. So I'm rooting for this guy.
You got a bunch of booze hounds around trying to pressure you.
Not to interrupt, but could we get
I got her.
Oh, I got it. No, it makes sense.
the hardest working person on the show?
I didn't know she wanted a shot. She hates shots.
You know what? I want to use this opportunity because I was thinking about it.
Oh boy.
You're okay, Joey. I just decided just now
I want
that
to have.
I will join in.
So I know we're doing
As long-
news and stuff like that, but I want to incorporate a little bit more debate into the show. That's not necessarily predicated on news. So this is what I want to do. Now I'm going to stay out of this one to the best of my abilities. I'm just going to go ahead and let Joey do it. But I want to hear the debate because, okay, with the recent news of the crashing of Bitcoin, the PC market is getting flooded with fucking graphics cards. That's really good for the PC market. That's really good for the PC market. I think that's a wonderful thing. I do not think any of those graphics cards are even close to being worth what those motherfucking scalpers are selling them for. That was ridiculous. That was
Agreed.
absurd. And that was unfair because those parts weren't made for that shit.
Fuck the
Are we
scalpers.
talking about scalpers again?
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about scalpers.
no.
I want to have a bigger discussion on the PC versus game console fucking debate.
Fuck PC.
Oh God.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do.
Can I say this just really quickly?
Sure.
My issue with fucking PC people
Oh,
is
boy.
their fucking arrogance and them sitting there on this. Oh, I'm so great. Don't you wish you could have these graphics? Don't you wish you could run at these?
Brandy,
fucking
but
suck.
Brandy, hold on. No, that's not true. They can't finish that sentence because their computer blue screens before they actually.
Oh, see.
I thought they were too busy gagging on the dick of fucking like Microsoft.
Ooh,
Whoa.
shots fired. Okay, here we go.
Oh, all right.
Mike?
Angry.
Yeah, Mike. What do you got to say, Mike?
Ooh, wait,
Mike,
no.
you look angry
Hold on.
here.
Yeah, he is.
You need some more, Mike. 'Cause
He's
you're
not.
angry.
That's
There you go, Mike. You
That's
got
not-
this, buddy.
that's not his angry look.
Mike?
That's just like okay. I'm
Brandy,
gonna take
Brandy,
a deep
you're
breath.
gonna
and
need
He's
that 'cause-
processing.
Give it.
Yeah,
I
it's-
would like to answer that in a few different segments.
Hold on,
so,
Mike. Before you answer,
I'll
Joey
hold it
is
for
pouring
now.
this fireball like he's
He
Pitbull.
really is.
Like,
yeah, come
Thanks,
on,
buddy.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
We'll get this
Come
out.
on, bring it on.
no, I got this.
You need a shot.
I don't want any more of that
Yes.
in
He's
in
sipping.
pure form. I'm gonna sip that shit, dude.
It's really not that bad. It's a very smooth shot.
Yes.
So well, no, it's not.
Hey.
It
Okay.
It does
It
not.
really
It's
is.
it's awful. It's,
Mike's
it's
talking.
disgusting.
Hey,
Space Pope called you
hey,
out.
So-
hey, Mike's talking.
There were a lot of statements there that were
Yeah, exactly.
true depending on who you're talking to, who you're talking about. There's a lot of PC gamers out
Oh,
there
shit,
that
that's the
are
wrong
very
camera.
smug. Oh yes, of course. Oh yes, console gamers. Oh, they don't. Yeah,
I get to 3 frames more per second.
Yeah, no, I'm not that kind of person. I am a PC gamer, but I'm not that kind
Yeah,
of
you're not
person.
an elitist. There's no part of you that's a PC elitist.
Can I ask real quick, like,
Sure.
what
Story
makes... So, like, Dom and I obviously play MMOs on the PC because we have to. Well, we don't have to, but it's a lot more fun and easier. But, like, where do you distinguish a console gamer versus a PC gamer for people
It's
who
too hot.
use both?
I would. Oh, go ahead. You go.
I thought she was asking me, but you go ahead.
I'm asking anybody.
You go ahead first.
Mike, you go.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike,
you're
go.
you're in a room. You're basically the PC
This
guy.
is your element,
You got to defend yourself.
and you also
get-
haven't talked much.
I've been trying to let
This is
everyone
true.
else, do their
Nah,
thing.
bro,
So
go ahead.
I'm
Go
very
ahead.
garrulous and very loquacious.
Mike,
I don't want
here's the attitude
You can
need
say
to have.
loquacious all goddamn day long, but
Hey,
I've seen you fucking
hey,
kick back 3 goddamn fireball shots,
hey,
so don't act like
hey.
you know big words.
Stop. Shut the fuck up and let Mike talk.
to. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Mike's vocabulary is huge. Yeah.
So
Huge.
So it's huge. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna
But
be
no,
PC
Hey, we're at
gaming
16.
So
Hey!
your question.
We're back up there. We
Your
took
question
a
was
dip.
about what differentiates PC gamers to console gamers.
Yeah, like when is it decided that you are a PC gamer versus a console gamer?
Well, I honestly didn't consider myself a PC gamer until well after I was done with consoles, which was like right at the tail end of the 360 PS3 era. I was just kind of tired of chasing after. I'm tired of paying $600 or less, to buy a new console, where my old console's just gonna sit there and gather dust.
That makes a lot of sense.
Whereas now I can just go on, I can fire up Steam, I can fire up Epic Games, I can fire up GOG, whatever, and play games. Like on GOG, I have a game called Legacy of Kain Blood Omen, which is from way back in the 90s, and I can still play it. And I don't have to go search around for my PlayStation and hope to God my cords still work.
GOG being
Good old games. It's
Okay.
There are no DRM, basically.
no DRM, basically.
Which is great.
Yeah, once you install it, you don't have to have the launcher anymore.
Okay.
You could literally just install that
So,
shit, uninstall that shit, and be good.
I want to ask you this, Mike, because I have two not, I don't want to say counterpoints, but just two general things. This is true. When you buy a PC, you're just able to upgrade it and continue to upgrade it. But the parts are the equivalent of sitting out and gathering dust. I've known many PC gamers, including myself, who would just have parts sitting out. So while it's not a console that you're not using, it's a graphics card, an 8700 that you've had for, 17 years, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. So I would say...
You know my answer to this question.
But that being said, I will admit that PC gaming provides way more options in terms of longevity. If you feel, even if it's once every 3 years, playing a game from 1992 on PC, you can do it. You can satisfy that itch to play a lot of those old games. And even excluding the crappy PC ports and all the other stuff like that. Like, I'm not even, like, that's not even... Of course. But, like, I am not a fan of fragmentation. So I hate the fact that Origin was a thing. I know it's currently not. But that there's Steam, there's GOG, there's this, there's that. I don't want any of that shit. Give me one platform, one place, has every single fucking game. I don't like fragmentation. I don't want to have to maintain multiple accounts to be able to get...
You're saying you don't want to go through multiple different browsers. Or browsers, like launchers and shit.
I don't
like
want
that.
multiple launchers. I hate that shit. I hate that Ubisoft has one. But you know where they don't have...
You hate it? I hate it more than fucking you do.
Yeah,
Take a number, Dom. Take a
Console
number.
doesn't
Literally,
have
take
that.
a number. It goes all the way back. I believe Angry Joe is first in line. You're after him.
Yeah, no, but...
I'm sorry if I peeked. I'm sorry if I screamed there.
You're good. No, that passion's good. The consoles don't have that. So, because...
No, they do.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. You press X and it launches. There's no
Press X
signing
and it
into...
launches? Really? So you're going to tell me that with your network issues?
First of all, my network issues is a one-off.
I
Second of
was
all,
throwing that
screw
out
you.
there.
Is
but
that
there
why
are
it
other
happened
issues.
last week? That
Yeah,
we
it
were-
keeps happening.
Wait.
For some reason, my PS5...
Hold on. Dom,
No, I'll be fair. Most PS5s don't have that
wait,
issue.
Mike.
It is this year.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
just
That's
it's a
little
weird,
low.
unique
In Dom's
issue.
defense, the security shit that he has as his network is 10 times more than you and 10 times more than me.
Agreed.
So that shit is gonna also play in effect with that shit. You know what I mean?
I'll
so,
agree. I'll agree. No. You
but
have
here's
a
the
valid
thing.
I
point.
did put my whole network in full IPv6 mode, and the PlayStation started bitching at me. Literally the error message said, while PS5 supports IPv6, you cannot run IPv6 only.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's so weird considering PS5 is made to be the future.
Microsoft couldn't either.
I'm
They
not-
just
I'm-
didn't give an error.
No, fuck Series X. It sucks dick. But I'm saying, like,
It's a good console. It's a good console.
Wait,
it's
Mike,
it's not a good console. It
It's
sucks balls.
it's a good console.
Hey, Mike,
It's
I have
just-
a question for you.
Can I?
Sure.
When you say PC, right? You say PC and consoles and this, that, and the other. But my thing is, when you buy a PC, if you want,
Well, it depends if you buy it or build it yourself. Whatever. Go ahead.
even if you build it yourself, for a good PC, you're spending at least between $1,500 and $2,000, right? Okay, so when you buy that,
I can actually. I have a feeling I know what you're
I'm
going.
sure.
But go ahead and finish your question.
when you buy that, how long until you have to upgrade, let's say, graphics card to play the latest and greatest?
Well, need and want are two different things in this context.
No, I'm saying need. I'm
Okay,
saying need.
need.
Yes, need, not
Okay,
want.
So I haven't bought a new PC component since
Last Wednesday.
I meant for my current build that I'm currently using, not the one I'm about to build.
I thought you just said, didn't you buy your 3080? I thought you got your 3080.
Yeah, they're all sitting in a pile because I'm literally building a whole new computer with those components.
You did buy. I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead, go ahead.
But no. So you're asking, how often?
Right.
There is a want versus a need kind of thing.
Sure.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would have murdered someone for a 30 series when there were the scalpers going, hey, you want to pay like 2,000? There was a point in time where I killed for that. But I've had the 2060 6GB variant since basically it came out.
Okay.
So I've had that for a long time. He's asking, like, the most recent thing I've had to buy was a hard drive. And that was because my own stupid self, I bought a hard drive from an unreliable source.
What is this hard drive you speak of?
Shut up.
Sorry.
Hey, Dom.
solid-
Dom, I'm interviewing right now, so take it back a little bit. All right. So, Mike,
God
What
damn!
I'm saying is
He
this.
closed He closed
Let
it.
him close it and let him sit there and twirl his fucking drink and make him look all fancy.
Your
the
drink
fact of the
looks
matter is
disgusting, by
this.
the way.
Yes, it does.
It's just
What I mean is with graphics card. Your graphic. Let's say your old build. Okay.
okay. My
With
my
your-
current
Oh,
build,
your
my
current
old
build. Yeah. With the current graphics card that you have in there,
Mm-hmm.
if you played, I don't know PC games,
My
but
laptop
the
died,
newest and greatest. Let's say
Let's be
Black
honest.
Desert.
I don't play most computer games.
Okay.
I honestly play a console
But
game.
let's say
releases
theory.
And,
let's say
and some
theory.
PC games.
In theory, if you played Black Desert,
Okay.
how many frames per second would you get, and would it look as good as Dom's right now on his laptop?
I actually, to be fair, I have now actually came over and looked at Dom's on
Okay.
his setup.
What about Aaron's?
I haven't. No, I'm saying
It would-
I haven't been over here like.
It
paying
would
close
more than
attention.
likely look better on his machine than it would on Aaron's, considering.
What about yours?
Probably the same, just because he's you have the 17.
No, yours would probably end up playing better. That
Correct me if I'm wrong. You have the 1700X or 1700. Sorry,
2700.
27. Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
2700 with an i9.
Yeah. So on this
Something.
screen,
Yeah.
it looked fine, but if you blew it up on mine, maybe.
What I'm
maybe
getting
not.
at,
It
what
can
I'm
do
getting
4K,
at-
so-
what I'm getting at,
Yeah,
because
so
I don't want
I mean, I couldn't tell you with conviction until
Sure.
I actually saw them.
Yeah.
I can tell you
Absolutely.
this is a good machine, though. Don't let anyone
Oh yeah,
say
yeah.
anything
No,
else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your
Oh, yeah,
machine
yeah,
shit.
but you're asking about-
I'm the Mac owner,
but-
and I'm the one saying that's a good.
but-
There's a reason I have that.
But Dom, maybe you can answer this, and Mike, you could probably answer this too. What I'm getting at is this: how often would you say you have to change out your graphics card to keep up with the current graphics of video games?
Oh, right
Have
now I'm
to.
perfectly fine. Right now
That's
I'm
not.
perfectly.
That doesn't answer his question.
Like-
He's saying, what is
No,
the
no, no, no,
cycle?
Actually,
yeah, yeah, I'll get there.
put years on it. Put years on it.
Yeah, put a quantifiable year value on it.
Okay, so right now I'm using the 2060. Does anyone know when the 2060 was released?
No.
That was 20. Yes, 20. I think that the
I got
2000
this.
series
I'm
was
just gonna Google it.
2018. I think it was 2018 was 2000 series.
All right,
Test
so
me. No, test me. No, I want you to look it up. I want you to see. I'm curious if I'm right with that. Because I've been out of the PC game for a while. I think it was 2018. Gonzo knows. I know fucking Wesley knows. But I can't check right now because my laptop. Yeah, no, there it goes. I got 5%.
I thought you had cables in the table for that.
Not for this laptop.
I see.
January 15th, 2019 was when the 20 series line.
It was
Okay.
January. I was so close.
You were to be
So
fair.
here's my other question. Okay, so January of 2019.
Mhm.
Did you buy that brand new?
More or less. It was like February, around that area.
Well, yeah, but I mean, was it brand
tax
brand
season.
New, right?
Tax season came, and
Okay.
I was like, whoop,
How much was
I
that
think-
graphics card?
$200.
Okay. How much is this current graphics card that you're getting?
The current one is a much bigger generation. It is a 3080. It was like 700 some.
Okay. So here's my point. You spend $700 and some dollars on a
Oh
graphics
no,
card.
I actually have a point to make because I understand what you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Because if correct me if I'm wrong here.
Sure.
You're doing the math,
Yeah.
which the math is the PS5 is like $500.
Well, 400.
Yeah. 400.
I was saying 500 because you probably get another controller or at least a game with it.
But that's not no because you don't get extra peripherals for convenience for the
That's
PC.
fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
You get
No,
the-
no.
yeah,
I
you
was
get the-
just
you get the
throwing
essentials.
in the usual.
I will
basic,
defend. I'm just going to play moderator at this point because
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So the math does sort of seem to lean towards console.
Mhm.
However, when I buy this thing and I buy my CPU and all that other crap, right? I'm literally building a brand new PC from scratch,
Correct.
which I wouldn't be doing, but I'm gonna take my old PC, give it to her,
Right.
so she can play some shit.
Right.
Let her play with the old system I had for a while. But this current setup, yeah, I'm spending quite a lot. However,
Yeah.
it's going to be years. Like once the PlayStation 5 Pro, eventually it's going to be announced.
Next year.
Next year, maybe the year after. Who knows? It could be some slow. But who knows?
I give it like 2 more years.
But there could be some slow to the tech world. Who knows? Or there
Sure.
could be some speed up. Could be less than that. But PS5 Pro comes out, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to bother upgrading my system because it's going to be fine.
Right.
Same thing with the year after because I have an 80 series instead of the 3080 instead of the 2060, which is like the crappier variant. It's like the lowest tier card there is for entry for the 20 series.
Yeah.
But I'll probably be able to hold on for probably quite a long time.
What's
Quantify
if
it.
you can give me an
Yeah.
estimate.
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
figure. Quite a long time. That was not my final answer. But quite a long time. So right now it's like 2022. So
Sure.
I'd probably say not till like 2029, maybe 2030, unless there's some Herculean leap.
Yeah, there's no fuck. I'm gonna call crap on that. There's no way that graphics card's lasting for 7 years. There's no way.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is,
Is she asking me what I mean by that?
No,
or-
Dom.
Okay, good.
what I mean by that is, so for example, my 970s that are in my machine were bought in 15,
Right.
and they were obsolete, more or less useless, 4 years after. Not to say they were useless; they could still play shit. But now you look at a 970, which is those 970s. We'll just go with 2015. It may have been sooner, but just presuming I bought them in 2015, which they were still relevant because they were on shelves. It's 2022. That's 7 years. Ain't no fucking way those 970s are playing. They're not playing any of those games.
Hey,
that are-
I'm gonna be fair. I'm just letting you know. Space Pope said that his 980
TI.
Ti lasted 7 years.
Okay, honest, Space Pope. Right?
Space Pope.
I'm
but
sorry.
then-
My,
okay.
my stuff
That's
isn't
not
working
this,
right now.
the
so-
980 Ti's and the Ti's and the Titans
Okay.
sit into a slightly, yes, they can last, but the PC
I have
PC
a-
idea is that you get your 60 frames per second, high settings. If your game looks just as good as it does on console, be it 7 years later, but even that argument doesn't actually hold, because one of the things I notice with PC gamers is they get the enthusiasts, at least maybe not elitist, but enthusiasts enjoy the tinkering and the building,
So-
and that's part of the value proposition for them.
So I'm not trying to cut off the flow here. I just want to say that whenever y'all are done discussing, because you guys are on your own topics, I want to say I want to come in here because as someone who's a PC gamer who's going to start moving into computer gaming, I have opinions and topics and stuff to go into. But you guys keep
I have
going.
one
No,
retort.
Brandy, I'll finish this up.
I
and
have
then,
one retort.
Wait,
and
hold on.
I'm
I
done.
wasn't
Let
done
him
with.
go.
I
No,
wasn't.
I'm saying
And
when
you
you're
go too.
finished,
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
okay.
a retort.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
done.
So, there is. So my biggest thing when it comes to the PC gaming thing versus the console gaming thing is, how much time? Like, where's my time actually going?
Right.
As someone who has worked in IT, software engineer, worked with Windows since I was 7 years old, knows Windows probably significantly, not to the best, not even close to the best, but significantly better than even the average PC gamer thinks they know Windows.
Yeah.
Just from the computer science element of how fucking computers work, they're a fucking pain in the ass.
They are.
They're a fucking pain in the ass. And but there are people who just enjoy. There are mechanics who have their crazy race cars that they just like, you know what, let there be the problems. They want to solve that stuff. After a certain point, I got to a point where it's just, I just want to be able to sit down and just fucking play a game and not worry about whether or not my computer's booting up because one peripheral out of numerous is causing a power failure that's making my computer turn back on. Now I got to sit there and diagnose. I just don't want any of that. And I don't care if, and for some people, they need 60 frames. That's their preference, then PC's the way to go.
Yeah.
If a game's hitting 45, I don't. For me personally, I don't care. And I would much rather be able to play the game and have a slightly less, be it frame rate, graphics, whatever, than to deal with the hassles that do exist more often than not in the PC gaming world than in console world.
Now,
at the end of the day, that issue there is, I swear to God,
Oh, no,
this
no,
is my
you're
last
fine,
point.
you're fine.
That issue with the weird network thing that my PS5 is doing is seldom.
That was a joke.
No,
That
no,
was-
I
that
know, but
was
it's still a
intended to be
valid
taken
thing. It's still a
seriously.
valid thing. It's still something that it's doing. It's still a hassle. Now, the way I fix it is setting a static IP because I fixed it before, but I ended up resetting everything. It's not important. What's important is that it's still a hassle. You can still compare it, but that kind of shit is way more common in fucking Windows than it is
Yeah.
on consoles. And so, I don't want to spend my time diagnosing that shit anymore. That's just me personally.
Well, you and me are on the same page. I rather play on console than because here's the problem.
Well, hold on, Mike
Oh, I'm
had
sorry,
dibs.
you're
Yeah,
right,
Mike,
you're
Mike
right.
had dibs,
Mike,
and
go
then,
ahead.
and then Brandy.
That's okay. I don't mind. I mean,
No, go ahead.
Were you smoking some shit when you were off camera, bro? You said that like super smooth. You're like, I mean, that's okay.
It was
I-
super
I think he might be
I don't
feeling a little
mind.
bit of the shots.
well, I have had quite a few shots this evening. But
yeah, you
no,
motherfuckers been sitting there
I
like
keep
pitbull.
taking,
I will say this
keep
much.
taking more because I
you
can
have
feel
a
myself
strange
slipping
lens at
under.
things, so I'll answer this brick by brick because you had quite a bit of a thing there. So I'll brick by brick. The 9080, 9080s, 70s. You had the 9070s, right? Mm-hmm. The 9070s were good cards in their day, but you have to admit, from the 90 series to the 10 series, that was a bit of a jump. But from the 20 series, from 10 series to the 20 series, It was some other junk.
That's called Moore's Law.
But however, the 20 series to the 30 series was one hell of a leap.
But that's called Moore's Law, though.
Hold on, I'm getting to it.
But you know what
I'm getting to a thing. I'm
okay.
getting to a thing. I said brick by brick.
Okay, that's fine.
So
I'm assuming you know what Moore's Law is, though.
The worst thing that can happen will happen.
No, that's not Moore's Law. Moore's Law is the computer science argument that technology will double in performance every 18 months.
What was I thinking about?
I don't know. I said Moore's Law. Moores.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking of someone else. Anyway, so look.
Oh, you're thinking of Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law, that's the fucking one.
Yeah, that's not Moore's
Sorry.
Law.
But
Kelly,
yeah.
go ahead and leave a comment for that one.
Yeah, sorry. Anyhow, so the 90 series, like I said, was good in its time, and that's the first brick. Second brick, you came at me saying 60 frames. I'm not that kind of gamer.
I didn't say you.
No,
just in general.
You came at the subject saying 60. I'm not that kind of gamer. Not all PC gamers, like especially this one over here, who's typing.
Oh, sure.
She's not that type of person who's going to be all like, oh, I want to get 60 frames, because we're not going to be sitting there playing Call of Duty.
But I didn't say there's anything wrong with that.
I'm throwing this in.
Oh, okay.
In there,
Okay. I just want to be clear that.
Right. No. It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'll shut up.
It's fine. So, not all PC gamers are like that. I'm not one of those PC gamers. I'm not playing competitive games trying to fucking, I'm gonna get 120 frames per second. I don't care. The only other thing I'm gonna say is, I say my 3080 can last me that long.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it will, but it can last me seven years, because I'm that kind of gamer.
Oh, sure. Pentium 4 can still last you that long, though.
Strictly speaking, yes. However, you can technically speaking, a PlayStation 4 can last someone for several generations. It just depends on if they feel like playing something new.
Right. It boils down to personal preference. What I think what it really boils down to is, are you okay with tinkering, and are you okay with problem solving, or are you okay with sacrificing potential performance?
That was the final brick.
Okay.
The tinkering bit, I tinker. I do.
Yeah.
It's part of my. It's part of my fabric.
The tinkering's fun.
However, I have not run into many issues, which is strange. But I think maybe it's because your equipment. You have 9070. It was a lot more technical back then. Now I have my 2060 overclocked. I have my 3700X overclocked, or 3600X overclocked. Excuse me. I have my RAM overclocked. I've not run into any issues.
I think that overclocking shit is snake oil. I honestly have you know what? I see.
You may be right.
I see people put data on, but most people just go, "Oh, the number's working and the game is stable." But they actually don't run statistical metrics to determine what are their gains and what is it they're actually doing to.
I got a 10% increase off of what
you measured that.
Yes, because I went on CPU Z. I got GPU Z. I got a few.
That's not how you measure that stuff. You have to use benchmarking tools to be able to measure that stuff.
I also have the Unreal. Benchmarks.
You mean Unengine?
The Unreal benchmarks, whichever it's called. Oh. I have that.
Or Unigen.
Unigen. Yeah, I have that. I have the. Oh God, what is it? Where it's like fantasy, you're going through. It's like a spaceship.
And you're an anomaly in that regard.
But I have that one, and I also have the obvious benchmarks I play for my games or whichever, just to mark up, where I'm at in the games before I did it.
Here's my question: why don't the manufacturers just make the clock speeds
Silicon lottery? Not everything is built equally. Sometimes
they can check the ASIC values before they distribute them. Your computer's capable to check it through your PCI Express slot. They're able to check it there.
Because not every company is crucial. They don't get their own bits.
No,
so
they use the overclocking element as a way to sell to you. They can easily overclock the cards per a specification that card can support. They do color calibration specifically for monitors to monitors. My MacBook and this MacBook, I mean, mind you, they're different models, but even his fucking iPad, they come out of the factory.
Can I address something Watching Willow just said?
Oh, sure.
Because
I can't see anything. So.
Watching Willow, I agree with you to a point. Here's the thing. So, when it comes to backwards compatibility, Watching Willow has a point. So, for example, I love playing Fallout New Vegas, but that's only available at this point on PC unless I want to pull up my goddamn PS3, and I don't. I don't want to plug in all that shit. I don't want to play with the bad graphics. I want to have mods. I want to be able to play maybe at a higher res. And yeah, it's still a little bit gritty, I would say. When you try and play it on Steam, you got to download certain patches. You got to do certain things. But I will say backwards compatibility PC gamers have us beat, unfortunately.
No, they don't.
Unless the stores keep up with it. But sometimes that doesn't happen unless it's a high-profile game.
Yeah.
or just something that people keep up with, like the fucking Call of Duty games or what have you.
Except the PlayStation 3 original fat model, that had the best backwards compatibility, but Sony stopped that because it's too fucking expensive. And even when they do it, and Aaron, I think, has a story about this. Well, I swear to God, I'm literally
No,
almost
you're fine. Keep going.
There's licensing issues. So there's a game for PSP that came out called Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, and
Wait.
Sony can't put it on.
I remember that game. That was a long time ago.
Sony can't put it on the PlayStation Store because Square Enix won't license it. It's not that Sony can't. They just can't. It's not that they won't. They literally can't because of licensing, because of this shit like that. And to be honest, I'm willing to bet if Square Enix and all the other gaming companies could stop you from having your backwards compatibility, they fucking would.
Oh, I'm sure they're working on it.
They 1,000% they'd find a way.
Another good thing that you can have is the fucking, what is that called? Where you run it. I'm a little bit drunk right now. So what's that called when you have it on the computer and it's not supposed to be on the computer?
Piracy?
No. No, this is legal technically.
Virtual machines?
No.
Emulation?
Yes, that's the bitch. Okay. So emulation.
Oh, emulation.
Emulation is like the biggest thing for gaming, in my personal opinion, as a gamer. There are so many games that I want to play that I don't want to buy a bunch of separate fucking systems for, okay? I want to be able to play it on a Wii U game on my computer. I want to be able to play like a PS2 game on my computer. I have a PS2. It still runs, but I don't want to fucking pay $700 fucking dollars for the goddamn game because it's like out of print now. I'm not doing that.
I can feel Nintendo preparing the lawsuits already.
Nintendo can suck my dick, okay? I'm over it. They took years to develop an open world Pokemon game.
You can actually, and this it's not really a computer thing, but you can actually build your own emulation, right?
Okay, yes, I could, and I have that same fucking PS2. I do. I get where you're coming from,
This
Dom.
came from Kyle.
That shit is
don't know if he's still watching.
that shit's a fucking tank. Okay, like it still works. I can still play it.
Then you got lucky because most of these models had DVD disc read errors because the lens of the eye, that literally the laser lens was getting too close to the DVDs, and it was slightly scratching them over time.
I got mine fixed from that a while ago.
They eventually made improved models, but if you have an OG that never
an
had
OG
that
model
problem,
like that, you could get it fixed.
No, I know you can get it fixed. If she never had to get it fixed, then she got lucky.
See, here's the thing.
That right there, yeah.
Here's the thing. My uncle, what he didn't teach me in Losing with Grace, he taught me in taking care of my fucking discs and taking care of my systems. My systems, all of them, still work. I have a Dreamcast that fucking works, okay? Like, my systems are great. Like, I still have a PS2, I have a PS3, I have a fucking GameCube that I bought second retail and that still worked for me.
The GameCube was well built.
Yes. But I just want to say that I have PS1 games, PS2 games still run. Perfect. So, like, but while that's nice, like, I don't want to pull that shit out. I don't want to plug it in. I don't want to find adapters to get the fucking, connections to work. I don't. I want to play it on the PC. I want to get emulators. I want to do that. There are games I don't want to have to buy a fucking Wii U for. There are games I don't want to have to pull out systems for. If I can do all that on the computer, that's glorious. If I can use a controller for it, maybe map certain keys to my controller, that's great. That's great. That's all I want. That's all I need. And I will say PC has consoles beat with that. Because the fact that they have not moved, for me, again, my top game is Fallout New Vegas. The fact they have not moved that up into the PS4, the PS5 is killing me softly. I literally bought it on the Steam summer sale. And the second I get my computer set up...
Just blow the... Sorry. It caught me off guard.
Blow them. Yeah, no. Apparently you're not supposed to do that, but everyone does, and it makes shit work. So I don't know.
I actually have something to top on what she's saying.
But that's one thing I will say. Another thing I will say is that, to Mike's point, yes, absolutely. When you buy, graphics cards, that shit lasts a long time. It lasts a lot longer than PC or consoles, because the problem with that is that every 3 years, let's say, averaging it, every 3 years, consoles comes out with something new, and for a while they'll cater to the older system, but at some point they cut it out, and they're like, okay, well now you need to buy the new system if you want these exclusives.
So a single graphics card, assuming, I don't necessarily agree with the premise that a graphics card lasts more than an entire console, but an entire console does more than a single graphics card. Mm-hmm. A single graphics card is not running an operating system. A single graphics card is not handling a front side bus, rear side bus, port I/O. It's not doing any of that kind of stuff because it can't run an operating system.
Do those last longer though? I don't know because I've never had a. This will be my first real PC.
I would say that is an apples to something that's not oranges.
Apples to lemons.
Has anyone ever actually compared them, or is
No,
this just,
but you know what? That might be a good video. So if that's something you guys would like to see, on
Please
which one
click
lasts
like.
longer.
We'll test that shit.
And
You know what?
subscribe.
Just do that for my sake because I would like to know because I've had this argument back and forth with Spike. I'm doing it just because there are games that are only on computers. And
Yeah, I agree.
I love my Switch,
Yeah.
I do, but when it comes to graphics, when it comes to frame rate, it's not the best. And it does what it needs to do, but I also want that frame rate sometimes when it's stuttering super bad. Like, I don't care about 60 frame rates. But, like, if you can't even meet 30, alright, now I need to go somewhere else for that. I'm talking, like, where it feels like my person's, like, stuttering all over the place. That, the mods are nice.
Yeah, but that's not the console's fault every time. That is, and I can show you videos to prove that to you.
No, I'm
That
not
is
saying
the,
you're wrong.
That is the programmers. That is an issue with them. So, for example, there's a channel, and maybe you guys have run into him on YouTube. He is basically been rebuilding Mario 64. To make Mario 64, he's not rebuilding it in the sense of starting from scratch. He is literally taking the source code, the decompiled source code of Mario 64, rewriting what they wrote in different places to get it to run in an N64 at 60 frames per second, meaning the console was always capable of playing this game at higher resolution at 60
I've
frames per
actually
second.
seen those videos, and I look forward.
Here's
to
the
that.
thing.
So the
then.
reality is, if your game is playing like crap, how much of it is the console's fault and how much of it is the developer's fault?
But can you... Okay. So, yes, developers can be shit. I get it. We've seen it. But this is a great
They're-
example of this.
I have a
But-
thing
mostly
to say,
shit.
like I said, when she's
Yeah.
finished. I just want to
And
point
then
that
But
I know
I want
Aaron's
to
probably
say-
bored, so
And Aaron,
that
too.
instead of fucking with my console, I would like to have something that's just naturally able to run it better. Without me having to, like,
But-
tweak shit.
Okay, and I've used this example before, and it seemed to work well for people who are musicians. Like, it doesn't matter how powerful your computer is. If the code isn't designed to run that fast, you are not going to get extra performance out of it. It's just not going to happen.
I agree with you.
It's just not going to happen. It's like
That's
playing
a big problem
song.
with modding, the modding community. They get mad because it only allows to go so far.
You can't. Like, you can literally, you'll sit there and you'll be like, I have the craziest computer in the world. Why am I only getting 30% CPU utilization? Because
Well,
the code isn't designed.
Yes.
So
I
it's
mean,
like
that's...
playing a song at a BPM that's faster.
But that's an obvious point, and a lot of the times those people, while I hate some of them, do make that good point that yes, it's not the game's fault, it's not my computer's fault, it's the developer's fault. And I appreciate that. But that's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but for in developers' defense, it is hard to write software that runs well on every single different possible combination of operating system, processor, RAM type, graphics card type, all the different combinations. You know what's standardized? These. You know what was
Can I,
standardized? The Game Boy. So when you're writing
I have a thing.
writing your target software, it's going to run the same on every single
And
one.
that's true, and I do appreciate that.
I have a thing
but
to say about that, actually.
Go ahead.
No, go
You're
ahead.
talking about how...
I need to use the bathroom anyways.
I actually agree with you. I do agree with you on that.
I have no idea how Brandy's going to. Yeah, go ahead.
But there's one thing I was going to say
Scooting
that
in. Here, Brand, you should be able to wrap around. She's going for it.
I was going to say, actually, though, there's one thing that the consoles don't get their hands on, and I'm extremely upset about that. And it's because, access and what have you, and that's not like, oh, you guys don't have the
Yeah,
access.
I agree with you. That's a good point.
But the one thing that I wish you guys had access to was the exotic mods. I want to be clear. I'm not talking about XXX mods. I'm not talking about those guys.
I will agree. There is lots of things for Tekken mods that I would love to be able to do that I can't do. I cannot put fucking Anna's shorts on Lily. It's perverted. I don't care. The point is, I can't do it. I do agree with you.
I'm not talking about XXX mods. I'm talking about exotic mods.
Those are XXX mods.
Overhauls.
They're just shorts.
Overhauls, like
Like
all right.
Skyrim.
All right. First of all, Bloodlines. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines is a game I loved way back in 2004. It was a PC game, right?
Right.
But these guys released this huge overhaul, and I actually played it. It's called the Clan mod, And those in the chat, if you want to play it, give it a shot, install the companion mod, buy it from GOG, you'll not have any problems. But anyway, the companion mod has this actual thing in there that has the most interesting relationship that I've had in any freaking game I've ever played. And I mean any game, including Cyberpunk or Witcher or any crap like that, which sucks because I love the Yennefer relationship. But just a mod, and it had the best relationship in there. There's also like stuff like Fallout. She was talking about Fallout New Vegas. There's one that's actually Fallout Los Nuevos or something, which is literally Fallout New Mexico. That's being done to Fallout 4. Not Bethesda. This is completely different. This is a mod patch that they're making. It's a love patch for Fallout 4. And you guys at console aren't getting it.
No, it
kills me because Skyrim, sorry.
But the only
Bethesda
reason, do you know
could
why
allow that?
They
and
could.
don't
No,
like it.
Sony and Microsoft won't allow those kinds of modifications in that way. It's the same reason why Apple is so weird about their App Store. They don't want you being able to execute code that hasn't gone through licensing for piracy reasons.
Of course, and piracy reasons make sense.
Companies
but they should.
I know, but the problem isn't the consoles by the very nature of the console. The problem is pirates and assholes that use PCs to steal shit. I'm just fucking with you. I'm basically blaming
Hey,
piracy.
what about Aaron?
Yes, baby.
Actually, that was what I was going to get
Yes,
to next.
Aaron, you have the floor for the next 26 minutes.
And if you
deserve all
want,
the
I
time.
will
Oh my
get
God.
up. I will get up and let you use the microphone if you don't have microphone power.
I have microphone power.
We just
Great.
heard her.
I didn't.
Drink your shot.
I will, sir.
How many shots are you guys taking?
Don't
I've had
worry
about
about
4
it,
so
Aaron.
far.
Holy shit, it's Friday. We can go get liquor after this and get fucked up.
Yep.
Hi.
Cheers.
Yeah. Grubhub.
Taco Bell.
Grubhub.
Dude, have
Bell.
you tried their Diablo sauce?
Dude, Aaron needs to talk.
Aaron, go. I'm going to go to the restroom. Bye.
Really?
Don't go to the restroom when you
What
tell
a-
her to talk.
What
That's
a
the,
dickhead.
that's the most absurdly... Brandy, what the hell? Baby, go ahead, talk. And I don't care about Brandy. I don't care about Mike.
Kitty.
What are your thoughts on the PC console stuff?
Um,
This is a good debate, by the way. I'm really happy with it.
I think it really just depends because I have love for both of them, but like in their own perspectives. Like, aw, got a midnight. Wait, where'd the midnight go? Here's the midnight. Here's my baby.
Just cat
There's
time, I
my
guess.
baby.
Random cat time. That's what happens when we drink
He
on the show.
approached me,
Aw.
and then I kidnapped him. So,
Aw. Aw. Aw.
Oh, shit. Where's script? Hey, Aaron. I don't want people to know I have a sensitive
It's
side.
just so cute. Okay, anyway.
people need to know you have a sensitive side, Joe. You're more than just the asshole.
Right. Yeah, that's
This
his
is
sensitive
true.
side, though. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
Think about it.
No.
It revolves around pussy, everyone. Just so you know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Go ahead, baby.
So, especially, like, personally for me, when it comes to MMOs, playing that kind of stuff on console, like, that experience, in my opinion, sucks. Like, MMOs should be keyboard and mouse.
Agreed.
That is just me.
Agreed.
So, like, I really think that computers are incredibly valuable in those aspects, especially any game that requires, like, texting in the game. And I don't know if they have it for the newer consoles, but Xbox did have, like, a full-on keyboard thing that you could connect to your controller, which definitely helped. But
Yeah, it was okay.
overall, it's like, well, it wasn't any different than using the full keyboards for the phones.
Yeah, but you're yeah. Oh, that's fair.
But,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I hear your point.
But, like, I don't know, because at heart, I am a console gamer. Like, I love my consoles. Grew up Xbox, but that new adaptive trigger for the PS5 kind of has me, like, leaning PS5 a lot. But, like, one of the... Okay, so when we're talking about longevity, it, like, goes hand in hand with something else that I feel strongly about. Consoles, you can chill with Like, you can lay in your bed, you can lay on your couch, you know, wherever you have it set up. You can just, like, relax. You don't have to be in a desk chair in order to play the games. And so you could technically get a gaming laptop.
Go ahead, Mike. I know what you're. Yeah.
No, well, let
not going
her
to
finish her
last
thought.
Oh, fair enough.
as long as the
Sorry.
desktop.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
I was just gonna say that there are, depending on what game you're playing, you can totally get a wireless, controller from like Amazon for a PC for like $20.
You can, but will it boot up every single time, no matter where you move it, and then
PC?
Yeah.
For the controller.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the PC itself.
Okay, no. The PC itself,
It should
90%
boot,
of the
yeah.
time boot up. The problem is the controller itself. Will that
controller-
run every
and then
time?
getting into the game, I don't trust that Windows is going to be as reliable with taking controller input and getting me into the game without me having to get up and fuck with the machine and plug a keyboard into it and have to do a whole bunch of diagnostics the way that a console can.
That's
Alright.
valid. You can't even deny that.
That is a valid thing, but however, remember what I said though. I have not run into any of the issues you had.
Well, I haven't. I've
Definitely.
never tried to use a PC in that way. To me, if I'm gonna have a
Agreed,
if I'm gonna have a
agreed.
PC,
No,
I'm gonna
no.
have it in that regards. But what she's saying is effectively the problem that the Wii had. The Wii, while it was revolutionary and anybody can do it,
You
people didn't
couldn't
want to
chill.
stand and do their shit. So while it was a console, the reality is people just want to be able to sit and be fucking lazy.
I mean,
they're so lazy they don't even want to play video games anymore. They want to watch people play fucking video games. They want to watch people
That's not
reacting
lazy.
to.
Let me explain.
That's just
That's
Twitch.
not lazy. Let me explain. Sometimes you want to, as someone who does that, you want to watch someone experience the shock or the awe or just the joy that comes with experiencing something for the first time.
Sure.
Why? Because
Because they end up almost pissing themselves when a scary baby comes through into the basement.
I mean, yes,
Yes.
but also it's just because sometimes, like when I
Hashtag
watch
callback.
someone experience the Frank Ocean Channel Orange album for the first time, I wish I could do that because it was a revolutionary moment for
That's
me.
fair.
speaking of revolutionary moments, I have a challenge.
I am not having sex with you, Mike.
That's not a challenge. I am easily satisfied, good sir. No, my challenge.
Bitch.
You open that door. I walk through it.
Second man.
Okay, you.
So anyhow, my challenge to Dom, and I hope to get the entire chat behind this.
Rub mayonnaise all over your face and let us look.
I
That's not a
challenge you to
challenge.
play the Resident Evil 4 remake when it comes out. I dare you.
Have you even played Resident Evil 4, Dom?
He hasn't.
You whore!
I've asked him this question. And he said no definitively to my face on the phone.
So
my
when
face over the phone.
when does it come out?
It comes out in March.
Oh, next year.
And when is is it VR compatible?
It is. It's PS VR 2 compatible.
When will PSVR 2 come out?
I'd imagine somewhere between now and then, considering they are working on the release for Resident
Oh,
Evil Village.
Space Pops is asking
I'm
to
gonna-
break your Mac again.
I'm gonna
Steal?
up the ante.
No.
I will
don't
play
do
it
this to
and
yourself.
stream it
Okay.
in VR.
Okay.
No.
But you got to do something. If I'm able to complete the game,
What would you want?
He wants a blowjob.
I don't.
No, I'm not doing that.
You're gonna have to open your
See,
mouth for
if
about
it
4 to
was-
5 minutes.
If it was
3 seconds.
No, that
Max.
It takes a lot longer than that.
All right, this is what I'm going to propose this, and then the chat is going to propose the time frame.
Oh, fuck you, dude. If you leave this shit to the chat.
If
You were
if
gonna
I
leave it to the chat.
if I do it and complete it within a time frame, so give me a time frame of how long you think is a reasonable amount of time to beat the game, and I got to stream it in VR.
Okay.
What would you consider to be a reasonable time frame if I'm able to beat it within like a week? What
It
what's
would
are
take a
you-
lot less than the week.
Are you streaming
Ideally.
every day?
yeah,
or
and I don't know. Just give me the
well, give me how often you'll be streaming, and I'll be able to give you.
I mean,
a
I have a
timeline.
day job, so let's say a few hours, couple times a week.
a couple times a week. 3
A
weeks.
week.
3 weeks.
Really?
They are adding a lot of shit to this.
Oh,
remake.
they're
Okay.
adding shit. Okay, yeah, no. Let's.
So
give it-
we're
let's give
talking
it a
the
couple
most-
Weeks.
I'm talking-
Let's be generous.
Brandy,
I'm
you're
talking
empty.
fine, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
talking
am.
the most difficult, the most scary, the hardest
You're
mode.
driving.
And
I know.
if I'm able to do it by those terms, if I'm able to do it, you gotta fuck it. Your next phone's an iPhone.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
That's intense. I want to see this. You better agree, babe. I want to
Oh.
watch this.
Hold on. I want to make sure I'm
Okay, wait, wait, wait.
understanding.
Mike, can you
Shorten
pass this
it.
to Brandy?
Yes, I will. Thank
Look
you,
how
sir.
Brandy is like, she fucking hates iPhones, and she's like, no, you're gonna
Short-
do this, bitch.
All right.
Wait,
All right.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
no.
Let me.
No, let me ask him.
Okay. Fine. Whatever.
This is my shitty iPhone that's on the line.
Feels good.
You have to beat the game, play it, and beat it,
And stream it. All be
and
streamed.
stream it.
VR. Full VR the entire
Full
game.
VR, all
Hardest
that shit.
difficulty I have access to
Oh, you're so fucked.
on the initial playthrough.
Exactly. Within.
No.
No, you said 3 weeks. Wait, no.
Shorten the time.
No,
I'm not
because
backing
he
up.
said
Because
3 weeks.
I'm not backing
no.
up.
Trust
I'm
me.
fair.
As someone who's almost beaten this game, I haven't completely beaten it. Only because, again, I don't want to pull up my fucking PS2. But as someone who's almost beaten it,
Another
it's
benefit
not
to rest-
gonna take
to PC.
3 weeks unless this dude is either gonna be chicken shit or lazy.
But he
So
just said
it's
they're
only
gonna
gonna take-
add
I gotta stream it.
They are.
But not that much.
But I gotta
2 weeks.
But I gotta stream
You
it,
have to
and
stream
it's
it.
in VR.
And it's
so
in VR.
I'm not gonna be able to sit in a fucking headset for 8 hours a day.
If it takes you 3 weeks,
Dom,
to beat
I say
the
2
game.
weeks is reasonable.
Dom,
2 weeks,
Dom,
yes.
Dom, 2 weeks. I'll even be kind to you. I won't force you to do VR because we don't know
No,
how. No. Allow me to finish. We don't know how good PS2 or PSVR 2 is actually going to be. We don't know if that's going to be total shit.
I
or
played
what.
Resident Evil 7 in PlayStation 4 VR, and fuck that.
Agreed. Yeah, exactly. We don't know how good it's going to be though. So we'll hold the VR, until you try it, until you test it, because we know you're going to.
Bro.
And the chat wants you to.
I was in my room with light, and there was a baby. And
That baby. Screw that baby.
Okay.
That's a VR baby now, apparently.
that's what I'm saying. So it's just VR equivalent. I'm saying I'm raising the stakes up to the maximum. And if I'm able to complete the game under these terms, the scariest way. So let's say the VR isn't that good, it's not that scary. Then I play it the regular way. I'm talking hardest difficulty,
hardest
scariest,
difficulty, scariest shit.
and then 2 weeks, and it's all streamed. If I'm able to do it, your next phone, which you're is an iPhone.
Baby, I'll still love you if you end up with an iPhone. I will. I
I
promise.
won't love myself
Wait a minute.
anymore.
Wait. Just remember, this is alcohol speaking. Sober Brandy might
Yeah, but it's
have
all-
No,
it's all on the
sober
internet.
Brandy's gonna still love him because it's just a fucking phone.
Joey,
And
I
we
do
will
appreciate your comment.
And we
I
will
very
shake. It
much
doesn't. And Mike,
appreciate
it
that.
doesn't have to be the most expensive iPhone. It doesn't even have to be the most recent
You can
iPhone.
get the cheap
What if I
one.
want
I
the
don't care.
most expensive, but
Then
you have
that's
to
your-
fucking help me?
Don't
Is that just
don't
like
be like that, Joey.
$1,000?
Don't be like that. He already has to drive home. Don't do that to him.
It's Friday. We're gonna get fucking crazy. Yeah,
Shot,
we're low.
shot.
What have you done making this on a Friday?
Babe, what do you think? What do you?
Someone
would you be
always
opposed?
Yeah,
McDonald's.
actually, Aaron, voice of reason, Aaron.
Aaron
please.
actually loves watching me play
Brandy?
scary games, and she does things to harass me, such as turn the lights to be all red and shit when I'm in the other room.
Hey, Mike suggested that.
Mike's getting laid.
I just did it.
And you condone it because you're just as fucking evil.
Yeah,
That baby.
Aaron,
was
Aaron,
not
look at me through the
okay.
monitors. Look at me through the monitors. Should I take this gamble?
Do it.
Wait a minute.
Fucking do it.
What's the
I
chat
trust
say? What's the
Aaron.
chat say?
I
I tr-
believe in you, babe, and I don't believe in Dom. You got this. Facts.
Should I take this gamble?
Chat.
Yes.
Aaron. Aaron's saying yes.
Put
Wait.
a poll up.
Wait.
Put a poll up.
Wait, we got to add one more thing.
What's the one more thing?
If Mike wins,
Well, yeah,
Brandy's got to do something for Mike.
No.
I'm always doing something for him. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
She
if
does
Mike
more.
wins, Brandy's got to make her next phone an iPhone.
No.
So you'll be rooting for me.
Fuck.
Wait.
So
You.
I want to hear what you're gonna do for
Fuck
me
you.
if
Hey,
I
You're
win
buying
this
it,
gamble.
bitch.
Damn. She called you a bitch.
If
bitch.
I'm not
He's a
able to do
bitch.
it,
It's between us.
if I'm not able to do it with a reasonable budget, you and I will make a video of me rebuilding a gaming PC,
And he'll buy Brandy
which is
an iPhone.
equivalent, which is more or less equivalent to the money that you would have spent on a fucking iPhone. So it's effectively, if you're going to spend $1,200 on an iPhone, I will spend $1,200 to build on.
This is a really expensive bet.
Hey, Dom, I
agree with
watching
Aaron.
We're not
Willow.
sponsored yet.
Yeah,
so
we're not
I
sponsored.
like watching.
It's not
Willow's
about that.
idea.
The crowd
How are we
is
gonna
liking
pay for
this. But what if Dom doesn't pull it off? Dom
Yeah,
has to
see,
take a
Willow,
bat to the
Willow's with me. Like I'm
I'm not
like,
taking a bat. You should wear a chicken suit. and then,
Not just a chicken suit. You have to be greasy.
hold on there. Ew.
You have to be a greasy chicken.
And it's not happening until next March, so there's time to.
Yeah, there's time.
What is going on over
Play
there?
it normally.
You will get laid
First.
tonight, bro. I got her shots. What?
What the fuck is going on?
I need food.
Oh.
I haven't eaten dinner, bitch.
Hey,
I
you-
need food.
wait.
we're almost there.
10
We got
minutes.
11 minutes, and we'll
Brandy,
be at the 2-hour
you
mark.
have
We'll be
food
good.
right there. Drink.
That's not food.
Yes, it is.
That's
It's good
liquids,
protein.
bitch. It
Drink.
doesn't count.
I'll take that bargain.
All right, everyone's watching. So,
Yeah, get this,
Okay.
this shit on camera. Put it
so
on
what
Brandy
what
so
is
we
what is the approximate iPhone budget that you're talking about?
$500.
Just so we have the. I'm shaking right now.
He
I just
gets
want to know.
We'll sell
We
that
agree
later.
that
but
would.
No, you have
Okay,
to
yeah,
do
we'll
it.
sell that later. We'll sell
Oh,
that part later. So.
You'll have to come with me to buy it, though. So
That's
we're
fine.
going to do a video.
Oh,
you
I
can
will
do
be.
recommendations.
Oh, we're gonna do a video either way, my friend.
Here's the
All right,
shake.
you all see it.
Fuck
If
yeah.
I puss out on Resident
Hold
Evil
on, hold
VR
on.
hardest settings,
Keep shaking. That hurt my hand.
hardest settings. If I puss out on stream, not only will it be
Hardest settings? Oh,
humiliating,
you're so
then I
fucked.
gotta build a gaming PC.
Manny.
The most decrepit,
Manny.
Dom.
Manny.
Dom. If you win, though.
You missed so much.
no.
Manny,
No, hold
you
on.
have to
Manny,
fucking know.
If you win,
Okay, so here it goes.
not only does he get an iPhone,
He has to beat me. He has to
But
beat
he gets the
Resident Evil
iPhone
2
mini.
remake in 2 weeks.
just to be.
Otherwise,
No,
Otherwise,
I want his
he
iPhone experience to be
has-
good.
I want
I have
mini.
to buy a fucking iPhone. That is
Wait.
the limit right now. That's,
Hey,
that's,
Mike.
that's exactly where's that.
Mike, not just any iPhone. You get
No.
the iPhone
No,
mini.
no.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
it's the
don't-
iPhone of
no,
our
no,
choice.
don't-
No.
Don't do that.
No,
I
you
had to
want
listen to-
him. Trust me, now that we shook, now I can tell you what my master plan is.
Oh.
Mike is a really good salesman. He's convinced Brandy, who's been a console gamer her entire life, to get a gaming PC. What do you think he's going to do when he gets the iPhone and he has to use it for a bunch of time? He's going to end up liking it. What is he going to do when he likes it and he realizes that we were right the entire time? He's going to tell Brandy to
What
get one.
the fuck are you gonna
Dom.
do if you're wrong?
Yeah,
What the fuck
Dom,
are you
Dom,
gonna do?
on the other side, Dom.
That's the best part.
Dom.
Okay, you know, no. Shut up. Shut up for 5 seconds. Shut up. Listen to me. Real quick. I am taking the bullet for you. Why?
What?
Because if Apple all of a sudden gets everyone on their side,
Yeah.
you know what they're going to do to you? They're going to fuck you over. The first second, they're going to charge a whole
Wait,
bunch of
that's
shit.
true.
They're going to
Wait.
charge you everything possible. Why? Because this is capitalism.
Wait, Brandy.
So you know what? I am taking the bullet for you by working.
What?
No. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me.
But-
So by me doing Android, what you consider the lesser, I am taking a bullet for
I
you
am
to make
so
sure
sorry
they
for people's ears.
to make sure that they are doing the best for
No.
you, to make sure they are trying to be appealing for you. Because if every single person got an Apple, they would stop fucking caring.
Wait.
That is
don't think
any
they would.
corporation.
I think the government would come in and then demonopolize
Wait,
them.
Brandy.
But here's the thing:
No,
if
there's no
everyone
thing.
suddenly decides to get an Apple,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So by me
Oh,
still
God.
having an Android,
She's still
this
talking.
this means yes, I'm still
Are
talking.
you trying
Joey,
to
suck
just?
my clit?
Are you basically?
Damn.
Yes.
Wait, you usually tell people to suck your dick. Now you're telling me to suck your clit?
Yes.
Wow.
She's Bo Burnhaming.
Anyways,
Look at that,
what
Mike.
what I am
You're
saying
fucked.
is that I am doing you a favor. You should thank me for
Take me
taking
to
a
prison.
bullet
I'm
for
ready.
you.
I think that's your excuse,
Wait.
and that's not going to
Wait,
fly with me.
Dom,
And
That's
also,
not an excuse. That's a fact.
Willow says we should do a Yu-Gi-Oh duel right now.
I will whoop your ass in
Wait.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Do I have a beast
Brandy.
deck? Let's go.
Brandy.
Let's go right now.
Brandy.
Hold on.
Wait,
Brandy.
I will. What?
We will do an after
Brandy,
show.
I have a
That is-
question.
That
I
is
have a
What?
not a
Wait,
bet you
Dom,
want to take.
shut
Shut
They
up.
just-
It's his turn.
I
what?
have a question.
What?
Brandy, when you say Apple's gonna fuck us, is it gonna be Tim Cook or will it be some other dude? Because if it's Tim Cook or the other guy that I don't like, I'd rather have it some. If it's got to be a guy, some other guy that I've never seen before, because I can't deal with the slow running guy and I can't deal with Tim Cook.
Whoever you fucking want. I don't care.
Sweet, so I
Anyways.
can pick a girl.
Sure.
Just want to make sure.
All right, I'm about done. I can't do this anymore.
Okay.
There you go, Dom.
All right, babe.
And that's how we're gonna end it. And thank you, everybody.
Now
for-
we're not done yet, Aaron. I know you
Yeah,
had
we're
lots
not
of
done yet.
thoughts. I know you had lots of thoughts on the bet.
No, her poor ears are probably fucking deaf.
No, that's the best part with her new setup is that
I'm
she's able
sorry
to control
that I was so
all-
loud. I
Yeah.
apologize for anyone listening. I apologize to Aaron.
Nah. Good gains. It's good.
No, it's horrible. It was breaking the
Babe.
fucking speakers in my
Then I
headphones.
I'm sorry,
apologize
Kevin.
only
I'm an
to
Android
Joey,
guy.
who's a little
Shut
bitch.
the
I'm a little
fuck up,
crazy.
Mike. No one wants to hear you talk.
I was talking to Kevin.
Babe, go ahead.
Kevin doesn't like you.
I already shared my thoughts.
Damn.
Are you excited to watch me play that fucking Resident Evil 4 in VR?
No, because
In
she
front of
thinks
an
you're going to
audience?
have to pay.
I'm gonna make popcorn. To
I
watch
won't
it.
have to pay
Dom,
because I'm going to
remember.
be able to do it.
I said
Are
you
you
don't
though?
have to do it in VR. We have to test the VR first.
I shook to
Sure.
VR.
Let
I
him
shook.
do VR. Let him do VR.
If you have to do VR, okay.
But
I'm
here's the
not
best
forcing
part.
you to do
I
so.
buy the VR. I get to do a video on the VR. We all get to experience VR.
Bitch, you already have
Wait,
VR.
wait.
I'd rather get the PS2 VR because the current VR
Hey,
is
Dom.
it's okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you realize he keeps telling you don't do VR? It sounds like he really wants actually the iPhone.
Actually,
Because he
to-
keeps saying don't do
He's
VR.
trying to be
don't
nice to
VR.
Dom.
I
He's
am,
trying to be
'cause
nice.
Dom's my good friend. I've been friends with him for a long time.
Well,
I don't
and we
wanna
know he's a
see
little
this.
bitch.
Just
Dude, you're my
yesterday.
good friend too. I would still throw you under the bus for a scary game. I want to see you get scared the fuck out. I want to.
He doesn't
Fuck
though.
that baby.
Dom,
He doesn't. That's the
I
problem.
got,
Fuck
I
that
got,
baby.
That's
I
not
got
a sentence
raised
you
with
should say.
Hellraiser.
No, it's because I
That's
care about
nothing.
him. I want him to
Hellraiser's
be.
nothing.
If there was a
when
game,
you're 5 years old,
if
I
it's
did
not that
RoboCop.
the scary games don't make me uncomfortable.
When,
RoboCop.
when Murphy got fucking blown away.
Okay, that was excessive.
that was funny as shit.
That was funny.
My
yeah.
arms are coming off and shit.
And we're
Oh,
fucked.
Red Foreman's the one doing the killing. That's
I
not
can't
special.
look at the current any data, but I think we're about ready to wrap this up. You guys got a nice
Yeah,
little.
Brandy. I'm glad that you said sorry after you blew out everyone's fucking eardrums.
You're welcome.
Jesus
No, Brandy did
fucking
good. Everyone,
Christ.
you know what? This was.
It was my
You
fault.
know what? I didn't have to apologize for anything, but you're welcome.
Hey, watching Waylon brings up a good point.
Why?
Don't fucking scream about shit about anything with babies. He says, maybe don't shout
Lewis?
about doing anything
Valid.
to babies in this day and age.
That's fair, but you saw that. Fuck
And Manny says it hurts.
I'm sorry, Manny. I apologize for the pain. This is entirely my doing.
I know he's talking about his ears, but
I-
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if my screen is necessarily accurate, but the majority of the podcast, most people's mics have been peaking
Yeah.
throughout like the whole thing.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. It's-
Yeah, way to go.
It is
I
my
had to
fault.
talk
No,
over
I
you
did my
fuck
audio.
up.
I did my audio tests. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Cal,
we'll find out.
Dom?
My
It's
ears
me.
are-
Send your
I'm
medical
sure a
bills
lot
to
of it's me.
Microsoft.
Sorry
They'll
for
pay
anyone
it.
whose ears I blew out. So we're gonna re-listen to it and we'll find out.
Kevin
I haven't
wants
heard
to-
any
It's
peaks
me.
yet.
That's good.
I'm sure it's me.
I didn't
That's
think
good.
so.
Kevin
I'm
wants to
sorry.
know where he needs to send his medical bill.
4.
Microsoft.
Not me.
Ears?
Send it to
Oh, his
Microsoft.
ears?
Not me, because I can't afford it. You won't get
It's
anything.
okay
You'll
to
lose
be
more
wrong.
money.
Are you still
Tom
talking?
always peaks.
Oh my god. Brandy just keeps talking.
You hear that, Dom?
Anyway.
You're always at your peak.
We're gonna conclude the show.
You.
So just to conclude, we're back on the scene. Video production will probably start off just a little slow, but expect something relatively soon.
I will kill you.
Bodies everywhere.
We went on a very long hiatus, and that's mostly because of me. Because I was doing some research for video that got me sucked back into
Why are we
MMOs.
talking like this?
Because I'm concluding the goddamn show and I'm trying to tell people where the fuck I've been. So,
No one cares.
Excuses. Damn. Okay, wait.
so this will be the last episode of. Due to staffing issues.
We're all fired. We're
There's
all
only
terrible.
3 people left on the
You know what?
motherfucking show.
And if we are back next week, it might just be
I do have an announcement to make.
What?
I'm leaving.
Greener pastures.
I found a podcast that can get the sound right
The
the first time.
And they have a full bottle of Fireball? Like,
Yes.
who am I just-
That's
Rip.
right.
You had another shot queued up? Okay, people. We're back. We're going to be back on fucking Fridays. We're doing Fridays. I hope you really enjoyed the show.
Friday.
Please comment, like, share, all that typical
You forgot to
bullshit.
subscribe, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Comment,
Please
like,
subscribe.
share. Comment, like, share, subscribe.
There you go.
No, motherfucker. I'm the only one that said goddamn subscribe this entire
No,
goddamn...
you didn't. I fucking said it
I'm
more
too
than you.
drunk to
When?
do anything.
I
You
said
can't
it
blame
too,
me.
dude. What the hell?
No, fuck you, Mike.
Brandy,
Don't count.
goddammit. Why did... You know what? That's not
Suck
important.
my clit.
Hey, don't use that language.
Such peeps.
Not in this
Use
day and
harsher
age.
language.
So
People
aggressive.
need to
Aaron, I'm sorry
Hey,
about
people.
your ears.
I hope you had a good time. We will probably do a lot more of a news-focused show at some point or another. Unless you really like the show, in which case comment, and we'll just kind of continue
We're
to...
gonna smoke a lot of weed next week.
Completely Circuit doesn't condone any
Not
drug use or
nearly
anything.
enough.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We are glad to be back. This felt
Please,
great.
you can join.
Really
No problem.
appreciate all of you being here, especially
Yes.
the members from the guild, from the MMO
Thank you.
that Aaron and I have been playing. It is an honor to have all of
to
you here.
Dom and Aaron.
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
it's Friday. We're going to
is
go enjoy
Friday.
the rest of our Friday.
We
and
are.
So we will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye, friends.
Take it easy.
Oh, I fucked that camera up.